the escape plan's right here. It's just you and me.
What's this? Another letter from your mommy?
Hey, that's private, Screw.
Well, let's see what we have here.
Why don't you give the man back his letter?
Buzz off, butter cheeks. What's so special about a little letter? Wait a minute. An escape plan. This is your ticket to another 20 years, Dylan. If the warden gets one look at this...
Hey! You call this slop? Real slop has got chunks of things in it. This is more like gruel. And this Chateau LeBlanc 68 is supposed to be served slightly chilled. This ain't room temperature. What do you think we are? Animals? What are we?
Homo sapiens?
You're right. We're men. We are men. We are men.
This is a show about tolerance. Hi, everybody. Is this 130?
Hi. It is 130.
Did you guys title that last week's 129?
We did. I'm sorry.
Fucking asshole.
We ended your streak.
That was my. I had the longest streak. I know. Nobody missed me. I heard. Somebody. I hear tell that you threatened to fuck a woman caller.
I didn't threaten anything. I was
No?
very subtle.
This is just what I'm hearing over the tweetosphere.
Well, whatever. She called from traffic in Canada and said, I was just trying to get laid. That's my girl voice.
It's pretty good.
And then I was like, hey, I'm going to be in Canada later. But I don't mean that.
Well, you are going to be in Canada later.
Yeah.
And she has your contact information.
Implication.
No,
If she
you
still
mean
wants
the sexual threat. You just didn't mean you were going to be in Canada.
Right. No, I will be in Canada.
You have diplomatic immunity. That was.
She can check out my knuts.
Wait a minute. There we go. A sound effect that TalkRadar is known for. Did we do sound effects last week? Or was it just phone calls?
I only had a few sound effects. So I had the women one. I was asking you for sound effects, but you waved your arm at me a lot. So
I handed you a key with things on it.
I had phone calls, which we did use. We did use a lot of phone.
We spent a lot of time making fun of you and calling you a pissy pants.
Why? I wasn't pissy pants. I just had to work.
You just had to piss your pants.
Work until the start of Thanksgiving.
But yeah, it was.
I had to do my Epic Mickey review, which we'll be discussing not in too great a detail because
last week was off when I ran it. It was all right. I think for cast we decided to record at 2 o'clock and recorded at 4 o'clock.
I resent the decision. That's Elson though. I said for the first time, what if we just don't do one? And he said no. I'm like, well then I'm not gonna do it. I won't be a part of it. Whoops-a-daisy. Yeah, I guess I was being a pissy pants. Well, fuck you. Hey, I'm feeling better now.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's right. I took the last 2 days off. Sick. Making for what? Like a 6-day weekend? Jesus, that was awesome. Nobody even asked why I was sick.
We wouldn't get an answer. Yeah.
You wouldn't?
If I asked, you wouldn't get one.
I wouldn't? No?
Why were you sick?
There's something in my ass.
Really?
He tells me this Monday night and says, don't tell him.
It's fucking embarrassing.
And now you bring it up.
Because I think... Is it hemorrhage?
Did you go to a doctor for it?
No. What I did is I walked really uncomfortably, like my shoelaces were tied together, to the Walgreens and got this cream thing that I figured out I was doing it wrong because I wasn't inserting it in my butthole.
I know what you're talking about.
It's never happened to me.
I've had to deal with that before.
I felt so old.
It sucks.
It hurts to sit right now. I didn't know how many things were connected to my asshole.
So it's a surprising number of things.
My girlfriend was hitting me in the nuts with a Care Bear. Boom! Asshole clenched. Ow!
I'm the oldest person in this room, and I have never had that problem.
You've never had that?
No. By the way...
But Michael did have polio earlier.
I've never had
a
butt pimple either.
Sure. By the way, I'm Brett Elston.
A butt pimple? It's not a butt pimple. It looks like Snippy's nose.
I'm Michael Raparez.
I'm Chris Antista, the guy with the butt pimple.
I'm Tyler Wilde.
I hope you weren't confused. Wait, my cord is caught in my shoelace.
Oh, no. You better waddle down to Walgreens and get a cream.
Stop it! I told you this in confidence.
You
can't make fun of me.
And roughly 10,000
This is an ailment. I'm going to contact HR.
Okay.
Pup stuff.
All right.
Hi.
What
What
else?
if his
what
name
are we
was
talking-
actually Human Resources?
Dude, you
Stuff?
just blew my mind. What the fuck?
What else is happening this podcast?
I don't remember
You got
now.
game deals, I assume.
Yeah, very little actually. So if you didn't jump in on the Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals, everything's a little dry right now.
Do
You
that
pick
now.
the bones.
Should just do a reverse order podcast.
Oh, you wanted? Dude, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, that'll fuck with everybody's expectations.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then us trying to talk about a top 7.
We're bold and
Yeah.
edgy.
What
Too
if?
drunk to deal.
What if at the beginning of the podcast, that's when we said racist things? Okay, no, I guess we can do a top 7. I'll be loading sound effects all the while. Michael Raparge, you did the top 7 this week. We do one every week at Games Radar.
Yeah. This is top 7 most awful fake accents.
You don't say.
I didn't say.
That's what it is.
This ways. But Brett's waving at something. That's not an accent. Are you doing Helen Keller?
Yes, can you not tell? I was doing Helen Keller with a southern accent.
That was pretty good.
I see.
This is how are y'all?
Oh, that's her straw hat.
Yes.
That's amazing.
This is me chewing in butter.
That's amazing.
The drawl on your hand is very noticeable.
Yeah.
Join and butter.
Choin and butter. We make fun. This. I didn't even know this was coming because this is so perfect for the podcast. If you've never listened before, and yeah, you probably have. We don't get many new listeners, but oh wait, can I say that we are nominated for an award?
It's kind of cool.
On podcastawards.com. Go and vote for us.
Best gaming podcast.
Try and help us
Please vote.
do the impossible and beat Giant Bomb and Rooster Teeth and all those other things
Seems
that
very unlikely.
We
people
won't, but
like
you should
and
help us
respect.
try anyway.
Yeah, help us try. I'm working off the notion that those podcasts do not care enough to tell their listeners.
You can vote every day until the 15th, I believe. Make sure you vote for us every day.
Because we
Don't
need
alternate.
it. They're already successful.
Yeah.
Just for 1 year, let us have it.
Would love to see
have this.
award-winning podcasts. Right. Oh, right.
Actually,
in my obituary.
people had to write us in to nominate us.
Yeah.
And actually, they kind of wrote our name wrong. They wrote it as 2 words, and they didn't have a link to our RSS feed. So
Why
I
is that
emailed
so loud?
I emailed them and I said, hey, we really appreciate the nomination. That's great. But can you please write it TalkRadar 1 word, and here's a link to our RSS feed. I understand it might have been hard to find. And he just gets back to me. And I thought it was pretty nice. And he gets back to me just like, all right, the name has changed. We almost didn't include your nomination because we couldn't find the RSS feed. And I was like, oh.
RSS
Well, that's
feed.
because our site wasn't
Sorry.
built around podcasts.
Yeah, because
so.
our RSS feed is on FeedBurner, and so I'll put a
Or
link to it.
or
in the
YouTube
Pandemarium.
Or you-
images,
video.
video.
Yeah.
We're getting there, baby. We'll
But
get
anyway,
there.
we did.
2015. This is like an attraction at Epcot Center. There's going to be shit up all around for a really long time. But once it comes down, exciting. But you won't be a teenager anymore.
Just use the shirt you're wearing to inspire
Jesus,
that joke.
I did.
He's wearing
Wait.
an Epcot Center shirt.
What is Epcot an acronym for?
Epcot stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
Wow.
Yes, a little redundant, but I like it.
Is it? I assume if it's about a community of tomorrow, it probably looked multicultural in the 80s, but now is it just racist?
No.
You were telling me it
it's
was
even
all
sadder than that.
sponsorship.
Well,
In
that's
the
what
future, we'll all have sombreros.
that's what Tomorrowland. I wanted to do that video. I walked around with Warren Spector looking at Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland was so high concept, Disney couldn't afford to do it. So what he ended up doing, very begrudgingly, is selling out the park. So like when you go to Epcot, it's like Exxon presents. Seriously, like you still go there, and that's what Epcot is.
Pepsi Land.
Yeah, but these people were presenting the world of the future. Exxon, I remember, was doing the dinosaurs and how it was almost like a mythology and why oil is ours.
Right. It's
The ride. The ride.
Thank you, Stegosaurus, for your blood.
Yes. It won't be forgotten.
So the top
Anyway,
7.
top 7. Speaking of accents, I think, who was I doing there?
I'm not sure.
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney. You'll hear from him a little later.
Walt Disney talks like Katharine Hepburn.
He doesn't. This is a much sadder version. Yes, my.
I wild up tomorrow.
A transcontinental accent.
Stay tuned for Lady and the Tramp. There's a sex scene.
No, I did see Tangled, which we could talk about later.
Oh, wonderful.
It's the 50th animated feature.
People wanted us to talk about Harry Potter 7.
I'm seeing it tomorrow, so I can't.
Fucking terrible.
Can't talk
I
about
don't want to
it.
talk about it.
It's awful.
It hurt my feelings.
I'm sure you'll like it for some stupid reason, but
I've been pretty intolerant of the last 2.
I
movies.
hated the last movie. Well, I hated the first 2 movies, and I didn't like the last one. This is just mean.
I like
I was
3 and
okay.
4 pretty well.
Like imagine the Matrix Reloaded after Neo sat down on the bench with the Oracle. That's all the movie is. Just people talking in a room. about things that are going to happen just when you think there's going to be a climax. It doesn't even like. I just wish Michael J. Fox would yell, "That's in 1855!" Like I wanted to hear something like that to get me the next movie.
It struck me as self-important. Like my characters are so important that you want to watch them brood and be self-loathing for 2.5 hours.
To be fair,
I'm being fair.
It's the 7th movie in a series. The characters are important at that point.
No.
Like, if it was the first movie, second
I love
movie,
the book series.
I
Read
know
the whole
you do.
goddamn thing.
I know you did.
It made me not
Good job.
only bored, it confused me as to what I already knew was happening.
Yeah,
All right, fine.
I haven't seen it yet. I can't really argue about it.
Fine,
Zappity
huh?
Zoo, we're in the woods. We're not a snake. Zappity Zoo, we're somewhere else.
I saw Megamind over the weekend. That was okay.
Really? Yeah. I don't know.
I tell you,
better than I expected.
Did I tell you my mom texted me about that and was like, "Yeah, I just took kids to go see Megahead." I'm like, I can't correct that because
that's a misdemeanor.
I think I'm kind of sick of DreamWorks and its over reliance on pop
celebrities.
culture references and modern songs. Like AC/DC gets played way too much.
They should realize that referencing something isn't the same as parodying it.
No.
Just because you've pointed out that you're aware of pop culture doesn't mean you're funny.
It's nowhere near as bad as like Shrek 3 was, but yeah.
How many reality shows they'd parody? Dancing with the Stars.
No,
that's given.
No. The parodies are a little more subtle, but it's just got that same DreamWorks feel where it's just like
Megahead.
That's why the only good one is Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda is really like
it's good. It's really good.
It shouldn't be that good.
I was
really
upset
good.
how much I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely. I did like Megamind had it was kind of like a watered down version of Venture Brothers. It was, kind of a little bit postmodern there.
And then,
then it turns
what's number 5 on our top 7?
Hold on.
Movies we saw last year.
Okay.
Number 7, top 7. What is the article, Michael?
Article is top 7 awful fake accents.
Awful fake accents. Did something spur this article? Did you encounter a horrible accent?
I ran out of time again, and so I decided what's something I can do in about 3 days. Oh, this sure. I was going to do my notoriously difficult thing that I've put off in the past. I think this is the 3rd time I've had to put it off.
Maybe in January.
Yeah,
maybe.
January probably. It's a really hard premise.
It
is.
What I saw, I went through the video project. 'Cause in our beautiful new video player, you have nice select cuts of these horrible accents in action. And I was getting sound from it, and I noticed a bunch of stuff you looked like you almost used. You had clipped it. Things that almost made the cut.
Oh, yeah.
Runners up.
Okay.
You've done this 130 times. What? Name one. Name one.
The wiener vendor from BMX Triple X.
The wiener vendor.
They say that hand that holds Wiener controls world. Well, this hand holds Wiener very tightly. Those that left it, my Wiener will pay. There can only be one Wiener king in this town. Destroy all of the carts in the area. Hurry!
Did you know Germans use V's for W's?
Yes.
It was Russian, French, and German
all at the
simultaneously.
same time. Yeah. That's pretty bad, but it's just kind of like, it's more broad than awful. Yeah, a lot of people said I should have used Saboteur, which I considered, but it's just like I can't really find the accents are bad. It was just kind of difficult to find one standout thing that it's just like, I could put this in a video and say, yeah, this is horrible because blah blah blah.
Well, people also said Just Cause 2 a lot.
Just Cause 2, and that's a little more difficult because people were saying like, oh, it's like this mishmash of like Indonesian and Malaysian, and it's like, you know what? Honestly, I can't tell the difference between those accents.
It was clearly Malaysian.
Oh, clearly.
Obviously.
Because we know so many Malaysians.
Maybe they were Malaysianesians. So
Malaysian
Maybe they were Middle Asian.
Either way,
that was probably...
You don't exist. Send me your sauce. I'll put it on my Chick-fil-A sandwich.
The accents were pretty damn cheesy in Just Cause 2.
But BMX Triple X...
City is mine! The power of my Vina is growing!
God, I get it.
The world will bow to my Vina!
Wow. BMX... Like dick jokes and Deftones. Really...
Also
really immerses me.
Considered Kung Fu Chaos.
Oh, I got some of that. Wait, before we started, what is this guy... What accent is this? It seems like Asian, Jewy...
I think it's supposed to be Chinese.
But he doesn't sound like he played Trick.
But it's really more cartoony random accent.
This is not a good feature.
He's also got a
to
list
talk about on the podcast.
Perhaps you wonder why the world's greatest director has gathered you here today. Stupid actors, for today, I make comeback with Kung Fu Chaos.
Did
the
you like
star
it?
will...
It sounds like he's going for like angry Chinese guy,
Yeah.
but
He's
not
too good at speaking
But
English.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to make the
real
accent too
pro.
thick because the game's already really racist.
yeah. 'Cause if he go too far, he get real. You know, he.
I can only leave out, one word per sentence.
God, we're gonna have to cut this entire
No,
segment.
I'm not condoning that accent. I'm just saying like that's what he's trying to do, and
Yeah.
like he's stopping short because he's like, well, that's too edgy.
He's trying to. I was thinking the other day that parallel is the hardest word for Japanese people.
Oh.
Parallel.
Oh man, Carolyn's name?
Oh, my-
Carolyn?
No, it's just Karen. It's adorable. I've heard it several times.
all right, nothing but a bent L, baby.
And to their defense, like I would go butcher when I try to speak Japanese in Japan to like buy the most basic juice, like trying.
And I always,
it's like
I
it's-
tried when I worked in a Chinese restaurant. And it always sounds like I'm speaking in slow motion. Wow.
So I can't,
I'm just as terrible, if not worse.
It's not like when I was in Japan, people weren't laughing behind my back about my horribly mispronounced Japanese.
Oh yeah,
and-
it's
But I thought like
Everywhere you
Japan
go-
had a bunch of giggling background characters everywhere you went.
yeah. I could see them statically.
You see where I've done
just
my
like
research.
the
what was
three
weird is they
frames
were all
laughing.
2D sprites, like just out of
Exactly.
reach, no matter how far I
They
went.
only had 2 animations. They just sit there and giggle, and then if you win the fight in front of them, they throw up a peace sign. It's very nice of them.
No, they were sweet. They were sweet people.
So number 7 in the top.
yeah.
No, number 7. Wait, we have the last
Yeah,
one.
I recorded all of these like late Wednesday night because I spent Monday and Tuesday working on Assassin's Creed maps. So I don't remember really well exactly what was
Leisure
left
Suit
off.
Larry.
That was not left off.
Oh, wasn't?
No.
Oh, my bad.
Spoiler!
Oh, God. Rewind. We're back.
Okay.
Number 7 is... Number 7. Squat. That's really loud.
Alex Mason from COD Blops.
COD Blops. Is this... Wait a
Call of
minute.
Duty Black Ops.
Is this...
We're here to yank a defector with vital intel on Soviet involvement in Nam. We lost contact with his security team. He may be holed up in the MacB safe room.
Wait, is that Sam Worthington?
It is Sam Worthington.
Who is... What nationality is he?
He's Australian.
Oh, I thought he was alien.
What's he supposed to be in the game?
He's supposed to be American.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's supposed to be an American?
He's actually Australian. He's actually he was born in the UK and raised in Australia, apparently.
Wow.
But yeah, he's
That
trying
is
to do an
abysmal.
American accent. I mean, he did the same thing in Avatar.
Yeah.
And it's like if you listen carefully, it's like you can tell there's something weird about it. But this one, it's like he doesn't give as much of a shit because I guess it's not as big of a paycheck. But I'm kind of surprised that with some of these, he goes full blown Australian. And they never thought to say like, "Oh, can we do another take on that? Your accent was slipping."
Busy, eh? See, that's how it feels, Australia. Right, not that
We're
one.
here to yank a defector with vital intel on Soviet involvement in Nam.
The thing is that it's only slipping half the time. The rest of the time, it just falls into this weird accent that makes no sense. Like it's not any kind of accent.
Yeah, it's like Alien, like you said. My ears can't understand it. I don't.
And I don't know if you mentioned this in COD Blops.
Gentlemen, lock and load.
I do love me some Boston JFK zombie killing JFK.
There's that.
Number 6.
God,
That's more just a broad, silly accent.
The
than a bad
Nixon
accent.
in that game is just, out of control.
It's
It's like, did he ever?
Go
really-
to the brain!
Did he ever just pull a walrus in front of a camera? And just,
Probably.
did he ever act like? Where did that?
He did, but he just came in from the rain, so it,
How did that become his stereotypical voice? Like it sounds like his cheeks are melting off of his face. Like it gets caught in his mouth.
he
I think
does.
part of that is it Harry Shearer who does him on Futurama?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, they've
Whoever
done.
does him on Futurama.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
been in The Simpsons prior to that.
Yeah.
His jowls are trying to attack each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, he's got jowls like a basset hound's ears. All right, did we
Number
say
6.
number 6?
Number 6
Sorry, Michael.
Number 6, top 7 awful fake accents.
is Maria from Midnight Club 2.
Oh crap! I gotta load that because this
Oh,
is
shit.
amazing. Like, how the fuck did you remember? Like, how did
is-
you remember this?
This is the one thing I remember about that game. Like
I played the whole
years
thing.
and years later. Like after playing the shit out of it, I remember nothing except this one girl shrieking, "Be careful of the ghetto bird!"
You're toast. You'll be toast. Like you can tell she uses her voice very well. It is her job. but her fucking accent is so bad. It is so bad. Everything's properly enunciated. She deserves some kind of award.
Attempted accent Chola.
That's what it is.
Michael gave me permission to say Cholo.
That? I know Cholo.
Thanks, Michael.
You're welcome.
Here we go.
It's been reclaimed as a badge of pride. It's valid.
All right, I'm going to do that with the N-word.
No.
I will in the second segment. Stay tuned.
Watch out for the cop chopper! If they get you in their beam, you're toast!
What? You're so... I can't even do that accent.
It's kind of Minnesotan.
It's out for the cop chopper.
It's just that every time she says, "Oh, you're going to be toast," like that's not a very colloquial expression.
Yeah, so somebody in the comments said it's like, I'm from Minnesota. Nobody like that. Nobody talks like that here. That's from Wisconsin. Like, first off, Fargo, the movie, would contradict you.
That's Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. But second, the accent is actually called North Central.
Aha.
But if I said that, everybody would probably think I was talking about L.A.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows what the fuck a North Central accent is. So Minnesota is the one that people will automatically recognize. It's like, oh yeah, that weird Norwegian inflection.
There you go. She sounds like Bobby's mom.
It's the one where you're looking for a lot of large bags, eh?
Yeah? Something really polite. It always sounds like a question.
It's almost Canadian.
How did you like that nitrous blast, you idiot?
Thank you, Marie.
Be careful with the ghetto bird. If the ghetto bird sees you in its life, you're toast.
The ghetto bird?
The ghetto bird.
Yeah. Ghetto bird?
So much research was done. If I almost want to like go in and just make an amendment to my Need for Speed article, like, thank you for not putting any characters or fucking voices, because like all racing games were plagued with this stupidity back then. Someone's screaming
like
in.
I need a reason to go fast in a car.
This is edgy and street.
Yeah. Oh no.
Don't you need motivation to go fast? What a fucking accent is that?
Looks like Benito and Carlos and the Messias are coming after you.
Well, what happened was
it's the Mexican American
Brigade.
Oh, that's too far.
Is it?
My friend.
Right. I'll believe.
One of my friends in high school. We had a friend named his name was Alex, and like we would all rip on each other all the time, and like when he would make fun of us, we make fun of him, and my accent for him making fun of him, because like I had a great Mexican accent for him, and then over time it just became French making fun of Mexican.
Okay,
and I can't do it. I can't do a Mexican accent.
Go for it.
I can't even.
Clear out.
No, it's not that good.
So you're doing a French guy trying.
Well, no,
to
it
do
just
a
somehow
Mexican
became
accent?
this weird like. Hi, my name is Alex. I can't even fucking do it anymore. I forgot what I
am. The Alex. I'm from Ecuador.
Don't you talk about my sister like that, huh?
Ooh, I like it.
That's a little better.
I like it.
And
I'm gonna do one of those, Elston. Perfect stereotype. Multiple stereotypes. One more, Maria.
Look, it's the cops. They're flying right above us.
Right above us.
It's like it hits the same peaks and valleys, like every time.
Here's the thing.
I do miss my friend Alex. I haven't seen him.
There is a possibility, however slight, that we're actually being really cruel, because I can't say for certain if this is the actress's natural accent or not.
No.
Because it's like the only mention of her anywhere online is in relation to her work on Midnight Club 2. And the name is Melissa Delaney
Just how
Duvall.
she talks, Michael.
Oh, I doubt that. I heavily doubt that.
She OD'd right around the time the first DLC was released.
Oh, okay. Sure, there was DLC
no longer
in the
with
days
us.
of PS2. I believe that.
Damn it, how dare you make my joke less funny with authentic history.
It's what I do.
No, it's what Brett does.
Blocker.
It's what the Date Master does. Actually, your joke is negated, because that was 1997. Defend yourself!
It's not as funny as...
I'm bringing you in here. Stand at the mic.
Funny as when you spend all that time doing game deals and Henry's like, or you just go to Amazon.
Oh, what a fucking asshole. Of course I knew you could just go to Amazon.
I did. I took the fucking advantage of Amazon that day. That was incredible.
It's ridiculous.
It's like...
Couldn't afford a single thing, but it
even
was
Best
awesome.
Buy, like all day Thanksgiving Day, I was like, I really want to go get Need for Speed for $35.
$35.
I'm not going to go wait in line. How the fuck am I going to pull this off? Toys R Us opens at 10 o'clock tonight. My friend works there. Josh works there. He was on podcast 123, I think, right? And I'm like, maybe I'll do this. Duh. And then I find out someone's on Twitter's like, nah, Best Buy's already started. You can just get it online. And I bought it on my phone. Fucking future. From Podunk, Nowhere, Illinois. I'm like, oh, there you go, $35.
Amazon.
I don't have to stand anywhere.
Amazon has had Need for Speed Hot Pursuit for $34. It had it on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and this morning. This morning it was $29 again, like half price, literally half price.
Fucking Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. It's not catching on. I don't think it's catching on.
I recently thought we had a conversation how thank God Cyber is over.
No. Cyber Monday.
Is it
Sure
now?
it's not them taking back the word?
I know. Is it now so old that it's cool?
No.
And we're out of touch?
Did it stop meaning to have sex over
All right,
chat rooms?
All right, cholos.
Moving on.
Number 5.
Number 5.
This is kind of funny because this was an absolute last-minute entry. I actually took out one of the other entries to make room for this.
Oh my!
Because basically, while I was capturing the last bit of footage, and I thought about this, Mike Grimm came over and I was having him listen to the accents. Like, is this bad enough? And he's like, "Oh, you know what you should do is Deus Ex." Like, what?
Uh-oh.
This is due now. And he's like, no. And he sends me this YouTube video that Igra did. And I'm like, fuck, it's too perfect. I have to include it. So I wrote this entry in 15 minutes. And
it is I think it's a carnival of Orientalism.
Oh, God.
A complete, a 1-minute glorious oversimplification of 1,000 years of human history. And it's made by Igra, right? So they put the music in the background. Apologies for that. I took a couple clips.
I spill my drink.
I don't know who these people are, what the context is.
I thought about Deus Ex. It's I don't remember it being that bad. But then I look at this and it's like, oh my
yeah, it's
Christ.
pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But we'll redeem more Inspector later, maybe. Or me.
Maybe.
The black market prices in clubs like this let people have a good time.
Oh! Lottie! Ooh, I dropped my hanky.
Well, tiddly-dee.
Tiddly-dee.
In a former life, I was a mule dragging a stone plow up a hill in northern Thailand.
Diener.
Did you say Thailand or Ireland?
Failed to express certain proteins.
This literally sounds like a DreamWorks movie.
I really, really like the German Indian there. That was a really good work. Deus Ex.
Critically acclaimed.
Yeah, revered even. Got sick of including it in every Epic Mickey article I did, but yeah, last time I'll mention the connection.
Silly accents.
No, we're almost done, Michael.
If you want to find out what the missing one is, go to YouTube, look up Anton Gerdeux. It's Girdeux. It's from Siphon Filter, the first one. It's a miserable fucking French accent.
Oh.
But this was just that much worse that I had to squeeze it in.
Could I have counted in my Dead to Rights Christopher Walken impression, since that's not technically an accent?
That's just weird.
Yeah.
That is.
No,
he didn't deserve it.
No, going down there. I'll shoot you in the face. I'm getting into real Warner Brothers Looney Tunes territory. What number are we on? Number 4?
It was like, lady.
Number 4.
4.
I've never actually listened to this. Scoot and Kate from Hydrophobia.
What the fuck? What this is incredible.
The attempted accent, Scottish and miscellaneous.
It's a billion.
I was originally just going to have 3 question marks, but it's just I don't know what. Somebody said it's no, it's just this woman's natural Irish accent, but I've never heard an Irish accent that sounds quite like that.
This comes in and out again of everything.
Your system failing hardly amounts to a security threat.
Scoot.
Just let other people do their jobs for a change.
Well, there's no harm in checking, is there, Scoot?
Fine. I'm too busy to argue with you.
Oh, I'm
Where
really
are you?
Scottish.
I'm just by the
I'm with me money.
D-Sal.
D-Sal? What are you doing down there?
I'm working so that you can have the night off.
With my nephews.
Scoot, I don't need a
I'm in
night
the band
off.
Drive Shaft. You may have heard of it.
You
Up
are
here
everybody.
in Scotland 5 in the Haggis Nebula.
I ran that one by David Meekleham in the UK, and he was horrified by it as a Scotsman himself.
He's very Scottish.
Yes, he is.
That girl sounded kind of Welsh to me.
That's what I thought too. But
because Viva Pinata had the announcer lady that walks around has this accent, and we're like, where the hell is this woman from? And then Dan Amrick was finally like, I think that's Welsh accent, because we were like, it's not Scottish, it's not English, it's just
But that's just kind of a catch-all. It's like, if it's not one or the other, it's probably Welsh.
It's probably Welsh.
It's just like that little nipple on the map up the coast of Hogwarts.
I also ran this one by Michelham.
Well, Hogwarts is in English,
Wait, I got one more clip.
He told me that he and the UK people couldn't figure out what it was. And if you listen to it, it's like it's midway between like Irish, American, Scottish. There's like hints of everything in there, and it's difficult to pin it down.
It seemed to be, it's all totals Scrooge McDuck and Begbie from Trainspotting. But the woman just like she just forgets. She just seems to forget that she's doing an accent like every couple of minutes, every couple of seconds.
My security level has been reset. I'm trapped down here.
Oh, crap. Somebody's breached the network. The security system's down. You'll have to hack back in.
I can't. My Mavi programs have been wiped. I'll need a new hack module.
Okay, scanning. There's a console on the level above.
What is happening?
How could they hack the system without us knowing?
Water is happening.
They couldn't. That's what worries me.
Wait, what number are we on now?
That was number 4.
Number 3? Number 3.
Number 3 is a well that we've drawn from before, or that I specifically have drawn from before.
Which one's that?
That's everyone in Silverlode.
This is really good.
Oh my god, I love this so much. God, I wish
what is Silverlode?
Silverlode is another thing I have to credit Mike Grimm for bringing to my attention. I had no idea it even existed before he mentioned it to me. It's a PC game that was ported to PS1 and is like doubly awful on PS1. And it's published by Vic Tokai, and it's this bizarre Western about
they were still around.
Bump and jump fame.
This town like populated secretly by werewolves, and like you have to go and find this kid that's been kidnapped, and it's just these really stiff, awkward, like first-person conversation sequences with like the worst writing since Ed Wood. And
it looks like the video game equivalent of Clutch Cargo.
Kind of, yeah.
They animate like 2 mouth movements.
Yeah, and occasionally they'll like wring their hands or something like that.
I have 4.
How dare you come in here?
Remember this?
Don't you think we've suffered enough without you pretending that you will help us?
You pretending?
The help is the good one.
You will help us? Help!
You will help us?
Hey.
Joanne, my love, can't we give this man a chance?
That guy's pretty good, actually.
Keep playing that line.
This stranger's all the help we have right now. And in my opinion, I believe he will help us.
I believe
in my opinion, I believe that I think he will maybe help us in my world.
He will consider thinking about possibly helping us.
In my opinion,
I just following her lead.
Tyler God is making faces at us outside of the window.
He's probably giving stuff away as we speak.
He is dropping packages behind him.
Oh, it will also...
That woman is especially weird because I don't know if you have the thing that it's at the end of the little video montage that it's put together, but
no.
She like goes from like that weird oaky southern accent into like a full-blown Irish accent.
Did you ever figure out where this game was made?
I'm guessing somewhere in the U.S. I have no idea.
One of these games on the list, you had sort of enlightened me on where the game was being made and sort of made sense of a lot of the weirdness.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
It's a fierce, ill-ridden night for some stranger to come calling
I'll tell
at
you
my
why.
door.
Look, I'm embarrassed, and I do that voice all the time. I do, and I do it worse than that, but that's usually my Lorax voice. I speak for the trees.
I think these southern accents got to be the easiest ones.
Oh, in their barbaloot suits.
I don't know why y'all...
Truffler trees.
Why y'all trifling my business?
Onceler.
No, not this bad. That isn't the Just relax and I will begin.
It hurts
Have
my...
you seen the southern vampire from New Orleans?
It hurts my asshole to laugh. Wait, one more.
No, not this bad. That isn't so. Just relax and I will begin. Will not keep you long.
I'm trying to figure out what that is.
That's our pedophile vampire.
I think gay is the predominant opinion.
I was Pepula rape.
It's just sort of vaguely European.
Well, this isn't a good topper.
Good day to you, sir. You look like you could do with a drink. Well, I just bet you could outdrink a horse if there was any horses around here.
Sure. Number 3?
Wait, genuine sounding.
That sounds exact. Sounded like fucking Badger from Firefly.
We are on 2, sir.
You're later than I'd like.
You're later than I'd like.
Number
Jason
2.
Statham.
Jason Statham. Never late for anything.
Oh, fuck a woman in front of a crowd, eh? For a car
One time
battery in me bum.
I was late for a meeting and I threw a bomb down to the core of the earth and spent it backwards and turned me watch back. Just so I was there on time. Jason Statham. I'll go to elaborate lengths to solve even simplest of dilemmas. Jason Statham. Jason Statham.
Was he a Pokemon now? He can't.
I had to buy
Statham. Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, I choose you.
Jason Statham.
Oh, gotta take
I build a rocket pack out of baking soda to kick Godzilla and
Jason.
anything it
Statham.
takes.
Statham.
Statham.
Number 2.
Not stay, man. Statham. Always moving. Number 2.
Was there anything else from Silverload?
No, I didn't have anything else.
Olga Weisgrip?
Yes.
Olga Weisgrip.
Another well we've gone to before, or I've gone to before. Yes, that I've gone to before. Thank you, Chris.
I'm going to hear like a little bit of shame in your voice.
Guessing, is this just like vapid German blonde girl?
She's...
Yep.
They overcomplicate
I'm from
this.
Holland, eh?
They overcomplicate this joke so fucking much because she's supposed to be Russian, but she changed her name to Weisgrip, which sounds German, in order to be more patriotic.
What?
And then it turns out she's actually an American the whole time. But just they want to just slip in like a Borat impression and a bunch of Soviet jokes.
Man, kids love Soviet jokes.
Oh yeah, that's so relevant to people born in the last 15 years.
What do you want? Can't you think I'm trying to edit out sound of dying stuntman? His head crack open like rotten melon. We might need it for upcoming scene where rotten melon crack open.
Sure.
I guess.
Sure. There were a lot of jokes there. That was a very...
That's the problem where, like, I'm trying too
very
hard
layered
to
view.
be funny, so every word is hilarious.
Yeah, but if you're going to do, like, a jokey Soviet accent like that, you have to actually at least
do it,
or go overboard with it.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, also
barely-
play on the Sovietness. That's just stuttered English. Like, the joke.
It's
the
so
joke was a
lazy.
melon joke, not a Soviet Russia joke.
Did this make you appreciate Nico and I can't believe I forgot his Roman, like their characterization.
His
It's-
titties and
it's
problem?
not. It's just a general Eastern European sort of bastardization, but it's consistent.
It's not realistic, but it's convincing.
It's
That was
convincing.
almost
It's
Mexican.
consistent. Well, it was only the last bit where you sounded like you were about to give away a burrow.
It's no
Why?
problem.
Sorry.
Everything is no problem when
It's
you're
no
Russian.
problem.
Or from some country that seems Russian.
You need guy
That
kill?
is
Call me.
catalyzing phrase.
Nico, I carry phone on me all the time. Come meet up with you in lobby.
Nico, I have
We'll play
gambling
together.
problems.
No problem. We'll play cops and crooks all night long.
No problem. I got 99 problem.
I go get the Molotov cocktails. We drink
TT's
together.
ain't one
Oh
of them.
no, JK.
Check it, bro.
JK, bro. We light fire and throw.
OMG, lol.
OMG.
The LOL.
See what I say? Nah, BRB.
This actually kind of started life as like a best fake accents because
Yeah.
it's like stuff like Nico and Ezio and Assassin's Creed. Like it's ridiculous, but I like the characters more because of it.
Yeah.
It's
I think
convincing but not realistic.
What I didn't even realize that that's what I was hitting on, but like that they're all at least consistent. They always talk in that voice.
I mean, you're clearly getting a
hydrophobia lady. Like never does she stick with what she's doing.
Well, that's why it's weird of Sam Worthington because like he's an actor. Yeah, quotes maybe, but
I remember reading just for Kung Fu Panda, people came in to work for like a day.
Yeah.
I would imagine on Call of Duty, I don't know how you can work less than a day.
Yeah,
but I think they did. I think it was something along the lines of an hour, or people holding out a boom mic while they walk to another job.
Probably.
But maybe
you can edit out all these New York street sounds.
We'll
Right?
go into number one.
Number one.
Backwards.
Number one.
There you
This
go.
is
Number one.
fucking atrocious.
I already forgot what it was.
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain.
And this is the case. I've never played this game, and I would like to.
I
But
should have
every
grabbed
time,
What's wrong with Heavy Rain?
Heavy
I like
every
it very
time,
much.
all it has to go on is it like you're barely playing a game. Like end of story. You're barely playing a game. You're watching a thing and pushing buttons and moderately interacting with it.
I think it's an interesting experiment.
It definitely is an interesting experiment. I feel like too many people rated it on its ambition rather than its execution.
I just don't want every game to be like this, but I like that Heavy Rain did it.
I like that they tried, and it's it's a great stepping stone. Let's keep working on it. But this cannot be what people consider the pinnacle. This is
holy shit
kind of crap.
Going through the video just to get
it's a fantastic game with kind of a shitty story.
Because these accents, like you were about to see, like these are supposed to be American people, and they have no semblance of American intonation, or the way they structure sentences is wrong. Like it's not correct.
Don't build this up. I have 2 clips that amount to 10 seconds. Wait, these are the kids we're most angry about.
Yeah.
Right. You don't need to do this. It's too hard for you. No chance. I can do it all right. Just you watch.
Just you watch.
Just you watch.
That's my favorite quote from the
We
whole
would
game.
say, just you watch.
That wasn't from Millions?
It's like, you know what?
Nobody.
The funny thing about 12-year-old, how old are they? 10, 12-year-old
Something like
boys.
that.
They sound 18 to me. That's all I'm saying.
One is that all of us were 12-year-old boys, American boys, running through the sticks with our shorts and no shoes,
working at Toys R Us.
And I sounded like
I
sounded like the Fry Cook on The Simpsons. That's what I sounded like.
It's like, no, it's like, if you want to do an American accent when you're 12 years old, you couldn't be less accurate. And when I'm trying to be sucked into a video game's world and believe and care about these characters, failure! You lost completely.
Good day, sir.
Like,
I was going to make a Wilder joke.
The idea,
Hey, come on,
I
up
guess
top.
they wanted
Great
they
minds.
wanted to. They picked French acters because they were easier to find,
And they're
they
dead
wanted,
faces. Oh.
They wanted them. I guess the actors modeled the faces, and they wanted them to be able to, perform with their voices. And, they dubbed over some of the other characters. I have no idea why they kept these French child actors and their horrible, horrible English performances. It's ridiculous.
Wait, surely you don't mean this nuanced performance.
Those cries. That's John's voice.
That kid is drunk!
I know that if my brother was drowning, I'd react like that.
Those cries. That's John's voice.
Those cries. It sounds like I'm being written by an adult.
But he said those
By a
cars.
European adult who speaks English as
No
a second
child
language.
says, that noise. No one said...
Not even only that, but nobody in America would
No,
say
but-
those cries.
Do I hear a pitter patter?
Well, your whole thing of the wasteland, where they think they call fields, throw your body into the wasteland.
Yeah. My son was found dead on a wasteland.
I think one of the problems is with that writing
It's
is
a
that
field by some fucking railroad tracks. It's not a wasteland.
Wasteland is like fucking Utah. Not all of Utah. Sit down.
Just the
sit down.
populated parts.
What are you talking about? That salt stuff that kills plants and people?
Yeah, that's fun.
And houses Mormons? That place is crazy.
Yeah, but you have a ton of videos in the artitle.
Yeah, I do.
Bravo, man.
On GameTwitter.com. But yeah, those kids, their fucking faces even. It's like they're pale vampire Lost Boys kids. And their eyes like, hey, let's go, why not, eh?
I played chunks of Heavy Rain like with Michael and Henry, and I didn't see... There was a scene where you were playing him counting to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
So...
And
that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I kept that in the video for 2 reasons. One, because it's boring. And 2, because it's like the French pronunciation is so thick there.
Yeah.
It's 17?
18?
Look,
I'm confused now. We've done so many accents today. We're going to look back on this and laugh at foreigners.
Do you want to go into the ones that I gave you, or do you want to say that first?
Is that for the accents?
It's an accents thing.
Yeah, we can do that.
So, I grabbed some sound effects.
That was Michael's top 7. You
Yes.
can find it on TalkRadar 130's page and whatnot. Vote for us. Bye. What?
Was for Sega CD is how I mostly know of it, but it was also on DVD. It was one of those full motion video games that later became a DVD game.
Wonderful.
Called Dracula Unleashed.
Ah, yes. Classic.
And it's about
Who
investigator.
put him on a leash?
Who unleashed Dracula? The worst thing you could
Who
have
let the
done.
Draculas out?
Who did?
Who?
What are we looking at, Elston?
So, it's obviously a game that's like some time period in fucking Englishy, pubby, Londony area.
Romania.
But like, it's clearly one of those like very low budget FMV games from the early '90s that had these cannot be people these are their actual accents.
Shitty CG backgrounds.
Yeah. So the first one is called Newspaper.
Yeah, this ain't Bran Stroker.
This ain't Branson, Missouri.
All right.
The first one,
Branson, Missouri's Dracula.
It plays every Thursday night 8 to 10 p.m. and then a Sunday matinee from 12 to noon.
You ain't never seen a driver like this, man. I swear, I've seen him get in huge accident. Dracula always walks free.
Dracula's stalking the streets of London tonight.
Can you just say Dracula again?
Dracula.
Well,
he makes Dracula into 2 syllables. Dracula.
It plays at the Moon River.
Or Dracula's son.
Plays at the Moon River Theater with Andy Williams, right across the street from Roy Clark.
Yeah, that song Dracula is kind of written about me. That's why I play it every time I pull up. All right. So.
Okay, so this is there's this one's called. First one's called Newspaper. There's Newspaper and Newspaper 2, right?
Yeah.
I just want the first newspaper. This is the investigator. I can't remember his name, but
it says dude in the file name.
It doesn't matter.
He's
trying to figure out.
My asshole. Even your coughs are attached to your ass.
He's trying.
Ow!
He's trying to figure out like why all these murders are happening and where he can go to find clues.
Murder?
Yes. Why? And it's a vampire. Oh. He's trying to figure out what's going on and where he can go to get clues. Maybe this guy selling newspapers knows, but this newspaper guy is like, all right, that who knows what's. It's just like Ed Helms from The Office. It's fucking ridiculous.
That paper's not for a weak order today of those who loses their heads easily. Right, messy it is. That fella with his head cut off and all, his blood gone. Oh, he needs a drink.
And here you go.
Saucy Jack when this day's over.
Saucy Jack?
Haven't you heard of it, Gov? The best pub in the Strand.
Here we go.
Me mouth is watering already for a mug of Rebecca's ale.
Meanwhile, I think there's a horse just clopping in place the whole time. Standing in place.
It's like Graham Chapman with coconuts just going to town right next to him.
Well, me be needing a drink.
Just that phrase, like my friend Josh Creative Assassin gave me these. He directed me where I could get them because he knows that game surprisingly well.
But he does.
It's because that's all we had for Sega CD Entertainment was Dracula Unleashed. But fucking that phrase, me mouth is watering, like it became a staple. Like I'm bored. What should I say now to fill this gap? Me mouth is watering.
I'll get a doctor.
And then you go back to him later, and another murder has happened, and the newspaper guy offers the exact same level of.
News ain't pretty today, Gov. There's been another murder.
When will they catch the fiend?
But this one's different. A lady was found. She still has her head, but not a drop of blood.
Her head.
Yeah, it makes me think
her education.
Waiting for Guffman, the Cockney accent, like, hello, how are you?
Yeah, it's like, it's not just him going, like, he's literally just not pronouncing the H.
I know.
It's
lost
not
the tip of me tongue. Can't pronounce consonants, I can.
What's the other one? There's Dracula. And
Dracula.
What's the other one, though?
Mad.
Oh, this was it's like if you fuck yeah, mad is if you loiter around the street too long. I don't know what this is, but it just kind of happens in front of you. It's some lady screaming, and then a guy calls her mad, and then she retorts.
You all right? All right. Of course I'm all right. I'm sane as the next man. You're mad. I'm sane.
I don't know what all the noise.
Sane.
I'm sane. Just like ripping her voice. But Wolf, this is a long clip, but
oh Jesus,
it's.
He finally goes eternity in TalkRadar time.
He goes to the pub that we mouth is Waltrin for. He goes to that pub, and of course, the investigator finds a salty Irishman to regale him with a tale of a serious wolf.
But he's still wearing a slightly damp slicker.
Yes, like he just came in from the ocean. I can't do it.
A wee wolf.
Hashasha Irish Ocean.
Just do Captain McAllister from The Simpsons. There you go. I just came from the briny deep.
Yeah.
Arr, yarr. I don't care if I was floating on top of it. It was deep, I'm assuming.
It's annoying because if I have I'm very much an American mutt of genes, but my predominant one would be Irish, and I can't do a fucking Irish accent.
I just can't distinguish an Irishman and a Scotsman. Sorry, guys. You're both redheaded freaks.
But yeah,
I got the most negative email from our fucking Scots and Mix last time I said something bad.
Hang on, you lass, lest I make a peek out.
Sure. I'll flip that green derby with the clover in it right off your head.
They're probably insulting my grandparents, but I can't tell anymore.
I
can't tell anymore. I can't do it. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
But the wolf, this guy is like, basically what happens is the guy is sitting at a pub, and of course, like,
is this Harvey Keitel?
No,
no,
it's not the piano. Chris.
Pulp Fiction references.
It's the kind of thing where like he's at a pub, and I need specific information, and the random guy with his back turned to me happens to have a fucking story that pertains directly to my.
I couldn't help but overhear.
Yeah. So he goes on this story about a wolf man, and it starts off kind of a very sedate thing, but then as he gets into it and the music starts swelling, it's like, are you really Irish? Or is this just your
Davy Jones cubby?
And then he reached out for me. All right, go. That's the wolf, by the way.
Good Lord, what was that?
It was a wolf's howl, Governor. That's not a sound you want to be hearing around here. Last time I heard that, it meant death. The Demeter Wolf, they called it. Come off a ghost ship in a storm, sent by the devil himself.
A ghost ship?
Only one still aboard was a captain. The beast fled that damn ship first chance it got, running off to the devil knows where. None of us saw it again till it came after me mate Swales.
It's not Swales.
I was watching from the woods.
There we go.
Too far away to help. I seen it coming after him, snarling as loud as all the demons of hell. My knees gave out as I seen it leap at him. The merciful Lord blessed me, so I wouldn't remember what happened to him, but as I fell, I swear, that wolf reached for Swales with 2 arms as human as yours or mine. Poor old soul. I never found the beast.
Guess what?
Still out there somewhere. Waiting for its next victim.
I just love that. That sounds like Super Metroid music underneath it.
I imagine right when that like Mr. Show-esque score kicked in,
yes,
that the camera was panning up as he was screaming into it. Armed like a human.
Watching this, I would love to recast this entire game with the cast of Mr. Show. The entire time I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my god, they would make this perfect. But the last one, when they finally resurrect Dracula, as you would expect, that's what Dracula.
I thought he did that himself. By never dying.
He did. Well, he died somehow,
okay.
And they brought him back only to
good enough for me.
only to be foiled by the investigator opening the blinds. That's literally how Dracula's killed. And the sun, nothing can stop. Oh shit!
He's a lizard again.
That's why I grabbed it, because it's like lizard level.
No.
He screams for like, let's play it again. Like he screams for so fucking.
Oh no! I'm in Silverload. I like that. Tied it all together.
All right, that's
Silverload's the lizard again.
Wow! I have.
What's that, Batman?
I have just a little bit of Epic Mickey stuff coming up. I have a really fantastic video game song in the same vein of the Primal Rage album, the Mortal Kombat album. You wouldn't ever guess it in a million years. I have no idea where it came from. We have game deals. We're going to have some phone calls, I assume, if I remember to download them. And my computer doesn't go dead. Anybody else want to say something?
We might have some news.
Oh, some news from Tyler Wilde. Our news
from the news desk.
News. News
of the world.
And I'll announce some contest winners in the third segment.
Oh, I need to pick a winner for the worst Cybertron.
Oh, okay. Then I will cross out who I picked.
Oh, never mind. Go for it.
All right.
Well, he's got it taken care of.
All right.
I got it taken care of.
B.R.B.
There it is.
B.R.B.
I'm Joel McHale from Blank Blank, and you're listening to TalkRadar.
The Star Wars saga continues. The Empire strikes back. At Luke Skywalker.
I've been hit!
Princess Leia.
Give the evacuation code signal.
Han Solo,
Said you want to be around when I made a mistake. Well, this could be it, sweetheart.
I take it back.
Lando Calrissian, C-3PO,
Wait, me!
R2-D2, and Chewbacca. The new chapter of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back.
All right, this is the final round of the Games Radar Spelling Bee. Darth Vader, your word is Talk Radar.
As you wish.
Brett Elston, use it in a sentence.
I swear to God, I've never laughed so hard as I did when listening to Talk Radar 15.
T-A-L-C.
Sorry.
Go to gamesradar.com.
Talk Radar. This show am good.
We wouldn't even be having these problems if I still had my Dracula powers. What? I was a teenage Dracula.
What the fuck is that from?
Some fat guy sucking internet.
Fat guy sucking internet.
What is that a video?
It's a timeless Adult Swim show.
Yeah. A live action thing a few years ago.
Wow, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Most
It's
people
basically
didn't.
like
Interesting.
Tron if it were a really low budget Sid and Marty Krofft production.
Speaking of Tron, is anybody else here going to that screening next week?
It's in Mountain View. Can't get there.
I know people that are going with cars.
I didn't at the time, and I said no, that's okay.
Oh, man.
I didn't just not RSVP. The few invitations I get to things, I just said no, can't.
Oh, man. I thought Lizzie was going.
I didn't know anybody else was going.
It's probably. I mean, the guy was very receptive. I can probably.
Yeah. No, I'll give him probably Eric. I'll give him shoot him a line.
Do it, because Carolyn and I are both going.
What were you asking me before I came in here?
I was asking with your butt problems.
Yes.
I was asking from personal experience. I was like, you were saying how you can't laugh, you can't cough, you can't be surprised, you can't sleep.
Who knew all of that was tethered to your butthole?
To your
I had
butthole.
no idea.
And
Sneezing? Holy shit! Why is that connected to my
and then
butthole?
the question becomes, how much time have you spent, and how difficult was it? Because I know what happened. Trying to look at them in a bathroom mirror.
Them. It might be just one.
Well, I mean, you don't know until you see.
I'm just assuming it's like a big red grape-like cluster.
He wanted to have me look into his asshole. How did you describe it?
Like, shouldn't Heidi have to be the one to do that?
No,
Like,
no, I
doesn't that
trust
come with
Tyler.
the
I
territory?
trust Tyler.
Like watching a baseball game through a hole in a fence.
Like in the 1920s. I wanted you to get down there and peer in like a ladies' changing room.
And then someone would walk in, and
It'd be
you
great.
know-
It would be great because it just fall out and hit you in the head like a practical joke. No, I started.
Bag him with your hemorrhoids.
I didn't actually. Let's not call them that for the time being. It's ass cancer.
Let's call them Metroids.
It's
for
ass.
now.
Yeah, Metroids. My Metroids.
He's got life-sapping parasites in his butt.
Yes, and I
probably shaped roughly similar.
I did the thing. I got on my tiptoes, turned to the bathroom mirror, and spread the cheeks like I was in jail. And I looked at it and like, I guess I never looked at my ass like that. And like you are an animal. Like it's not. I'm an ass guy with women. I like butts on women. They're nice. And even the crack part like doesn't bother me, but then like mine, what the fuck? It would made me happier if it was just brown, but it's like caked with matted hair, like my like the contours of like the crack. It looks like Neil Hamburger's hairdo. Like why does it look like? Why is it that red? Why is it that red inside? Does it never see the light of day? What the fuck? God, stupid
Aliens.
genetics.
Wow.
Stupid genetics.
You know, what you got to do is put your leg up on the sink.
And when you dip, we dip. What?
When I dip, you dip.
Ah.
We won't dip, but you can. And
Can
I'll
we?
watch. I'll watch.
I don't know. What if you succumb to the same thing soon? We should both take care of one another.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I think I'm on the verge.
If you see what I'm saying.
I've got a butt ulcer.
How does it happen?
A bulcer.
How does this happen? How do you get a Metroid?
The galaxy is at peace.
Should that have been funnier to me?
Yeah. Somebody laughed.
I got it.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
The last hemorrhoid is in captivity.
How'd I go? What do we usually do here?
I must say, I'm Vanquishing beer this week, and I'm drinking liquor. It's
Vanquishing beer also
working quite quickly.
Also, I might buy it on Amazon. I know Vanquish is going
I did
on
buy
sale at
I did
8
buy
o'clock.
Vanquish on Amazon.
How much did you get it for?
I bought it for the buy two get one free. So I don't know.
I think it'll be $39.99 in like 30 minutes. Should I do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I'm still trying to claw through Enslaved.
45 or 49 right
And I'm
now.
not saying is it worth. I loved Vanquish, loved it, but I also know it as a title that could easily be $19.99 tomorrow.
Yeah. I bet it's $20 in January. Honestly.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
The thing is, it's like, how badly do you want to support it? Like,
I do. You're right. I do want to support it.
Like, do you want to buy it when they're trying to get rid of it, or do you want to buy it when?
I mean, the thing about supporting it doesn't matter now because Sega already got their money for it, so now it's the retailers trying to recoup their losses, trying to move the inventory. Sega already got paid for those copies, so if you buy it at 30 versus 20, it doesn't matter to Sega.
I do. Think
it just matters that the copy moves. So if that $20 is more,
how little do you want to support the retailers?
Yeah.
Is the question.
You're fine. I'm stealing it. I'm just stealing it.
Good.
Well, don't steal it. Platinum Games is one of those few companies.
No!
I'm like, I'll buy everything.
I'm gonna use my Dracula powers and get them bittering.
Dracula
right now.
You don't know how to pronounce it, sir. You ain't from the real.
Isn't it one of those things where, like,
My
if the retailers can't unload the damn things, they won't order more copies the next time?
That's also true. If they get burned, they'll be like, well, the thing is, this is like the third Platinum game they've been burned on.
That's true.
This Okami didn't sell, slash it. Mad World didn't sell, slash it. Bayonetta didn't sell, slash it.
Yeah,
it's a bit haughty to be, naming your developer Platinum.
Yeah.
Oh,
but they've done nothing but crank out like great stuff, and it's just tragic that it doesn't sell well.
They went at least fool's gold.
Well, Bayonetta did okay.
Bayonetta did Pyrite Games.
Bayonetta did over 1 million. It doesn't matter.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah, at full price. Like it did fine. Okay.
I would like to give a quick shout out.
Please.
Requests. When I tweeted how much I enjoyed our first segment, and 3 people asked for Story of Everest wanted a birthday shout out. I think that
I thought I had to do it on Twitter. I already did that.
I'm a little drunk, so I'm hoping that was
Story
you for
of
the
Everest.
birthdays.
An Old Man Light?
Jake Homesick and El Fangor. Hold on.
El Fangor. Okay. Good. Happy birthday. I can't get you all happy birthday songs, and I already deleted Brett's.
I may be able to help you with that in the third segment.
Hey, shut up.
New releases, perfect timing. Brett, I see Golden Sun Dark Dawn is out. It doesn't matter. I'm just usually like try and trump whatever I'm talking about when it's a new release because you have one.
Yeah, I think we talked about Carolyn's review, didn't we, last week? A little bit.
Did you? If it's a Nintendo game, it might have been Sunday.
It came out last week. Carolyn, I think it came out last week. It might have been this. I don't know because the embargo for the review was last week. Carolyn reviewed it, got an 8. From what she told me, it's a really cool game. Graphics are really strong, and the technical aspects of it for a DS game, it's a really strong case of like you can still do cool shit with this system. Like it need not be dismissed already. Like there's still cool stuff to get out of it, but it's a very easy game. So in a way, it's kind of good if like you're wanting to get into JRPGs. Like here's a great introduction, and it kind of streamlines like shops and like I don't know. She was saying stuff like normally in RPGs, like you buy a weapon, it's like there's so many things that can go wrong in a shop. Like one, you can buy a weapon. Does it tell you if it's better or worse than the other weapon you have equipped? If it does, good. Then does it let you equip it from that menu? That's good. Then Golden Sun goes the extra route, and how would you like us to sell that old weapon you're not going to use anymore as well while we're in the same menu? Yes. Good. All that shit taken care of in one.
That's nice.
So that's kind of...
I do dislike inventory management.
Yes.
I don't know why people are still clinging to that.
Yeah, so it streamlines that stuff, and it's Golden Sun. Like that franchise used to matter like 6-7 years ago, so it's nice to see it brought back. I feel like it's kind of overlooked, honestly. Because
have you seen the TV ads for it?
No, I haven't. I don't
kind of make it look like Pokemon.
I don't have it seen.
Really?
Yeah, like what are the monsters you think?
Digimon.
You collect Jins.
Jins?
I mean, those are the summons anyway. I don't know what you collect.
It's like these two parents in like full body casts, and like they say, oh, you should walk the dog to their kid who's sitting there playing Golden Sun, and it's like, oh sure, I'll summon my Jin to do it, and like the mom starts screaming, Jins are for fighting demons! Jins are for fighting demons! And then
they are.
I guess the Jin sets the dog on fire and attacks everybody. And
Nintendo advertising.
And then Beyonce comes out.
Some of the worst ever.
Farts into the camera in 3D.
Yeah. It's like, wow, this This game can determine what my farts are like.
Yes. That's
amazing.
Speaking of 8s,
It's
Tyler
called-
Wilde.
It's called Fartnology.
Tyler Wilde,
Chris Antista.
who we're calling Crazy 8s. Because I
Brain
think
Age 3.
that's all he's given anything he's reviewed this year.
I think that's true.
I'm pretty sure it is true.
That might actually be true. Crazy 8s right here.
Crazy 8s. What's going on?
Yeah.
8 pizzas, 8 toppings, 888. Miss you, Little Caesars.
Eight fucking toppings.
Can you believe that? $8?
That is chaos on a
$8?
pizza.
$8?
That is madness.
That really should have caused every other
The toppings
food
have
economy to
toppings.
collapse. The toppings have toppings. We got sausage on your peppers.
Dog, I heard you like pizza.
Yes. We have pizza bagel bites on top of your pizza.
You can have
Little
pizza
Caesars.
bagels anytime you have a pizza.
A pizza squared. Speaking, what did I talk to? Oh, we were talking about buying DS games now.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas I don't really care how good or bad. I would be angry if my parents got me a DS game or a DS Lite this Christmas. Absolutely angry. This close to the 3DS?
Not if I had no other games.
This close to the 3DS?
The thing is, I've mentioned this before, like, because my sister is buying her son a DSi XL for Christmas, and I've been like, oh, well, you know, the
Those
3D
red and green.
Yeah, I mean, for real. Like, I'm
with
like,
Mario
well,
Party.
I'm like, well, you know, the 3DS is coming out in like March or April at the latest.
But
Like,
he wants it now,
but no, well, here's the. My wife is not rogue. My sister. What? Whoops.
I know. I don't know. I got an erection too.
Wow. Whoa. I got to deal with this.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice. I wasn't going to say anything.
But
the greatest thing is that Brett doesn't have a wife.
I know.
There's no reason to.
I don't know what. Well, I told you how. This is a lot of liquor.
I didn't know you were drinking vodka. It just looked like a Marvel glass. I assumed it was like butterbeer or something.
I'm drinking out of a Captain America mug, and it's delicious.
Right.
But no, well, yeah. Like a lot of the people, like even my friend Josh at Toys R Us, he was like trying to tell people, like, well, you know, the 3DS is coming out.
Yeah.
Mainstream doesn't know, and when the kid, like, think about when you were a kid, like you wanted a Sega Genesis, right? But your parents heard there was a new Saturn coming out next year. You don't give a fuck as a 12-year-old that the Saturn's coming out. You want that Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
So when my 10-year-old nephew wants a DSXi XL,
but
like, it doesn't matter.
The
that
Saturn didn't play Genesis games.
It's true. It's true.
And
no, believe me, I made the argument, but I mean, it doesn't matter.
I had to, like, I know if I was that age, I would say no, pre-order the thing coming out.
I couldn't
in
wait.
March.
If I was that age, I'd probably be like, "That's forever from now."
I know. Yeah. Like,
I just want this now.
Okay.
And
think about being 12, and you're like, "I'll be dead by then."
Yeah. And
all right,
by the time that the thing comes out, I'll just whine about how much I want it then, and my parents will never hear the end of it until my birthday or Christmas, and they'll be like, "You just got this thing." I'll be like, "I know, but this one's so much better."
And you converted to Judaism. You don't get any more Christmas presents, mister.
You could always take it back to games.
It's not true.
Spot.
Well, what's weird is he already has a DS
and
a DS Lite, so I'm like, you don't really need a DS XL. But I
that-
tried.
that doesn't make
I
sense.
tried.
That just save for a 3DS if you
If the
already
kid
have
wants
one.
that, that's what the kid
I played
has.
around with a 3D camera today with Alan from Max PC, and it's got the same screen as the DS
fun.
for the most part. It was really weird. I'd never seen that before with the instantaneous 3D camera.
Someone had one at
Max PC's
Comic-Con.
reviewing it.
Comic-Con was taking pictures of all of us with
That
a
was a
3D
still camera. This is a video camera.
What?
Where you hold up the camera to the environment.
No.
And it displays it in 3D.
No.
Never mind that it's a lower resolution than what's in front of you. But
Which is already in 3D.
and a couple Ds.
Like that shit is like that and like FaceTime on iPhones, because I used that while I was home. I was talking to Carolyn with FaceTime, and I'm like, I'm in the future. Oh my god, I got a video phone. but then simultaneously, I'm like, wow, this is like total Venture Brothers. Like, the future is shitty, is way shittier than we, like, our dreams realized are a complete letdown.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, video phone, I want to go. Like,
why does this have an ad for Meet the Hasselhoffs underneath it? That
But it was just like, it was like Austin Powers, like the second one when
I don't want to update to the iPhone 4G because I'm terrified of the camera in the front, because I discovered iPhone porn, which is fantastic if you're living with a girlfriend who knows where your computer is at all times. And and it gives a whole new definition to clicking the done button. Am I right? Yeah. Oh wait. Hello.
So you're afraid that with the front-mounted camera, the phone.
What if it turns on? What if? Look, I'm a prankster.
Okay.
Michael. You're a regular trickster.
Sure.
A right trickster.
He is. He is. What if you install something on there to turn the camera on at all times? What was that story you told?
And it's recording you jerking off.
Yes. Like, can you imagine that for like fucking like, let's say 5 to 45 minutes? Just my face.
While you search for an hour for the best 4-minute video to watch.
I know. But
just hours lost scanning RedTube. Like no.
Oh, does RedTube work on iPhone too?
No, they make you pay.
This one's ass is too hairy. No.
Oh, wonderful.
I could have ejaculated 2 hours ago.
Well, if you follow me on Twitter, CNTista, at twitter.com/CNTista, I'll tell you these sites with this free porn.
And follow Brelston because I need to be followed.
But
what I was saying, like FaceTime, like the first Austin Powers, he has the car with the video phone that's like in the 60s what they thought video phones were going to be, so it's flawless. And then in the second Austin Powers movie, he has the video phone which was like a much more realistic.
Verizon.
It was like choppy and buffering, and it's like, Basil, what's wrong? And he's like, Austin,
Max headroom.
Yeah, and it's like choppy and grainy and artifacting, and like the whole time I'm using FaceTime, I'm like, man, the future is shitty.
Were you on Wi-Fi?
Yes.
You have to be on Wi-Fi.
Oh my.
No, I was on 3G.
No.
Yeah, I don't have any Wi-Fi. Oh wait. Yes, I was on Wi-Fi.
You gotta buy another use it over 3G.
You're correct.
They won't let you
You're
because
correct.
they know
satellite?
the bandwidth.
Yeah. You're correct. It was 3G.
But,
it was Wi-Fi. But
Yeah,
it was
it's
still not great.
We're trying so hard to have the future that we even try to fool ourselves into thinking that we like it.
Yeah.
Like that. Like they have those keyboards that project like and lasers.
I
onto
always
any
wanted
surface.
that to work.
And I'm sure they don't work at all. But if I got one, I would use it. Just like this is cool.
This is terrible. I can't touch type at all.
I can't touch type at all. Like, oh man, looks like someone slid a Sprite can in front of my keyboard, and all of a sudden I just sent a message to Iran, and I'm on the FBI watch list.
That's what would happen.
Whoops-a-daisy.
I will say I got an HTC Incredible a few weeks ago, and I have to say I really enjoy. It has a small vibration.
It's a very nice camera.
Oh yeah,
Tyler's has that too.
Every time you type the letters, you get a slight tactile feedback. But it's not like that shitty ass BlackBerry Storm I had. We have to click the screen, which I thought would be cool.
I thought that was a bad idea the whole time when you were showing me that. Like, why would you have to click the whole screen?
Terrible idea. I was suckered into that for 2 years.
Should have to click the whole phone.
It basically is clicking the whole
It should have had like a carousel projector click button that extended from it like a Wii nunchuck.
Like you're progressing a slide.
I know, it's like a slideshow. Like, here's what I did in New Orleans.
Back.
That's the second New Orleans joke. I meant Niagara Falls.
Attaboy, Brett. Wait, this is normally it doesn't take us 20 minutes to get the new releases segment.
I think people will enjoy this because I read a thread that was like TalkRadar feels more like a job now and it feels like they're not enjoying it.
Oh yeah, I've been miserable lately.
But this one feels a little less like that.
Yes, that's besides the point.
I'm enjoying this one.
Because you're drunk.
Well,
part of that is because I know I don't have to give Tron a bad review, but that's under embargo, so you'll hear about that next week. Also out this week, speaking of Crazy 8's Tyler Wilde, Nailed, which is
Nailed.
I like that. It's a budget game that's actually good.
Matt Keast reviewed that for us.
He gave it a what? A nutty 8.
Did he?
He did.
Crazy 8.
I know he was really enjoying it.
He said he was really enjoying it. I know Mitchie D on Twitter's. He really enjoyed it. He reviewed it for GamePro. Yeah, just a nice little budget title with.
Is it budget?
Yeah, well, I mean budget in terms of like it's $40.
Okay.
It's Super Street Fighter price. There, you happy?
Yes. Now I understand.
Now, right. Yes. That is Bison. I don't think people know.
It's definitely it looked pretty okay.
It looked like a lot of the. I can't remember the.
I have to admit,
I can't remember the ATV game I really liked.
That's
on
what I'm
PS2,
saying.
the first online game. It was just fucking awesome.
Yeah, there was some ATV game for PS2 that I was like, and believe me, I grew up in an area where like. I'm like ATVs. I'm so sick of this shit.
There
like,
was
ATVs. I'm up to my ears in ATVs out here. And I still thought I don't remember ATV like Off-Road Fury or Quad Fury, whatever it was. It was fun.
Or was it? There was one. God, that stupid fucking franchise, ATV versus like MX and like
Off-Road.
You just say you can't do. That's like me saying truck versus car.
Yeah, it is.
Truck versus, and they made multiple games of that, starring a kid I went to high school with.
Really?
Ricky Carmichael.
Really?
Yeah, Ricky Carmichael. I went to high school with him. He was a really like fucking fat little redheaded kid, and then I saw him like, oh, how'd you get on the X Games, and why is your hair blonde? It was very, very strange to see. I don't know why I still think of him as a kid. We're the same age, if he is in fact younger than me. Oh yeah, Epic Mickey came out.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Nobody cares. Let's move on.
We don't have to go. I've talked about it a lot already, but I mean, people.
No.
Some people were upset that I gave it a 9.
What? Why would they be upset? Because you didn't give it a 10?
No, because well, I mean, people who don't listen to the show and just and didn't have the justification, which I put the disclaimer in front, like this game is made for me. I'm going to give it a high score. Well, we were talking about that today. That
I mean, you're not alone. There's other 9s on Metacritic.
There are other 9s, and I don't know. We got a discussion about this. I mean, I remember the basis of it was something like a Jim Sterling score, where he'll score Assassin's Creed a 2.
Well, he does score very subjectively,
and I like that.
Okay.
I've never been I've been very angry about the score I had to give Splinter Cell.
You had to give Splinter Cell?
Because I was reviewing it on the unspoken professional terminology of the internet that's not written in stone. I don't know why I was doing that. Like it did.
I see the virtue of it though, because if I were not, I mean, but it's also.
Eric,
for some reason, the only review I read of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was Jim Sterling's, or not Assassin's Creed 2, and he gave it a 4. I'd be like, what a completely shit game! I shouldn't even bother. And it's
I think there's
that's not a service to a reader or anyone if I should buy that or not.
But he's
he's
a better writer than me. But it's more like this is I want to read this review, and here is a consumer guideline, and I didn't. And I wrote a consumer guideline for Splinter Cell Conviction. I fucking hated that game and would recommend nobody play it. Stay tuned for game deals. I hated that game, and I gave it a 7 because it met all the criteria of a fucking 7.
I thought it was an 8.
Was it an 8?
I don't remember.
It was better than the last game. It did certain things well, but it was fucking boring, short, and
then you probably should have scored it lower.
No. I know how to rate games on our scale. On our scale, I was being objective.
What about your gut, man?
This is what I'm talking about. My gut told me Epic Mickey is a 9.
Okay.
But it also... Well,
my gut told me Assassin's Creed was a 10. It was wrong.
There are 80-some comments in there, like sort of disagreeing with me, because they... my biggest fault was the camera. The camera is a little busted. But that only happens when you're up against a wall, and you can... I did just learn to avoid that, and then... People were saying bad controls, and that's the one I feel like I maybe didn't mention enough. It's not... I don't review a lot of Wii games, but I played a lot of them, and the remote is constantly fucking off.
Oh yeah, any 3D platformer that uses remote and nunchuck is usually asking for trouble.
Yeah, and it's constantly messing up and not reading, and it wasn't... I didn't think it was an issue of the controls. I always assumed it was an issue of where I put the sensor bar. And then when I found a place to put the sensor bar, which... now I realize is completely infeasible for somebody at home to have a sensor. Like, I'm at my desk, it's 2 feet away from me, it's underneath my desk now.
Yeah,
like it worked very well, but I don't know. Like, I always experience those problems with the Wii. I didn't think it was a problem with the game. I thought it was a problem with the Wii, which we all see. I figured we all had accepted.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I do see the value in like that kind of Sterling. I'm going to give you my very honest personal opinion. Like I do like that. My only problem with it is like
I like it. Tell me how the game made you feel.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And he'll tell you that.
Yeah, he'll to be completely honest how it made him feel, which there is value in that as well. But it's like I haven't broken free of this idea that a website has a voice of its own, and reviewers should also like. That means Destructed as a website, the official stance for. When what it really is Jim Sterling's opinion, or like Epic Mickey is like you would give it a 9. If the rest of us reviewed it, I mean maybe we would go. I don't know what we'd give it. There's just some weird.
I would give it an 8.
There's just some weird like in between that
the only
I
score
can't
I
decide where I would be most comfortable.
There were a lot of other
because
people.
both of them have merit. It's just like it's hard to distinguish like where because that's what I liked about old EGM. There was like 4 scores there.
Yeah,
and 7 years ago even.
It would be nice to have a second take of Epic Mickey.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly. That's why
I absolutely agree.
Like.
Because people are like, well, he's admitted his bias, so I don't have to agree with his score. Like, well,
yeah, I'm over.
That's sort of true. Like, I did make sure that like you need to know this that I love 3D platformers and I love everything this game is. So it's like if you took a genre and if I love comic books and they took a genre I like that hasn't been done very much lately and made Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I would lose my fucking head. I would be out of my mind.
Have you played the Sly Collection? Have you played those games?
I played Sly. Well, no.
Man.
I played it at Comic-Con.
I played them all.
You need to play one.
You would
man.
enjoy those.
I mean, Sly Cooper is the shit.
I know, but it's not a new platformer.
I was kind of
it's HD now, man.
I know.
With I got a platinum trophy out of this.
It's an interesting conversation. I always try to kind of grade on a combination of like how my gut feels and like objective appraisal. Like, well, I kind of hate this game, but it's very well put together and the controls are responsive and it looks really good.
Because here's the thing: like, if I were reviewing Dead Rising, I'd be like 4.
Yeah. Yes,
but would any of you agree with that? Like, I hate that game.
I think it
has fundamental flaws that are completely antithesis of fun.
Mr. Elson, I think for me, as a reader and as your friend, it's funnier for me to see why you think it's a 4 than to justify how it's professionally a 7.
Well, I know, but there's like, does the audience want funny or do they want like? Tell me if it's good.
That's what I washed away. I laid it out and I'm like, here's how happy I am about this game and how happy this game made me.
That was good.
That's what I was trying to get across. I do like. If you're not into platformers and you don't like Disney shit, then of course you're not going to care. And there were people questioning my score, and like, fine, you weren't ever going to play the game,
right? Probably not.
So, yeah, fine.
Well, there were people refuting my Donkey Kong Country Return score, and I'm like, most of you won't play it because it's on the Wii anyway.
Yeah.
So can we just move past this?
Because you have to waggle.
And
you have to waggle the remote.
That's the other thing
right?
you get with readers' expectations. If you score like that, that's how we have a score expectation.
Yeah,
because we have a unwritten professional code.
Yeah, there's an expectation of an 8 or higher, and if you don't give it an 8 or higher, then you get yelled at.
That's Famitsu's score.
That's why
I'm very upset about what Splinter Cell Conviction. I fucking hated that.
The thing
game.
is, I think you're talking about two extremes here. It's like you're talking about either I'm going to grade this entirely based on emotion and raw knee-jerk reactions, or I'm going to go down a checklist and see if it satisfies all these preset conditions that correspond with this score.
No.
I don't think either one is.
No,
what
I wanted to do with the Epic Mickey review was to see if it met the expectations it had set out for itself, so that it wasn't a lie, and it did.
Okay,
and it did, and like the only fault, the camera is a little bad, and the controls, which aren't, it's just not the game's fault. It just isn't. And that's the biggest criticism I'm getting.
To me, it seems. I mean, I haven't played Epic Mickey, but it seems analogous to people give Fallout New Vegas a 9, yet it's corrupt with bugs.
Yeah.
And you forgive them for the larger experience. And it seems like Epic Mickey is just rife.
I've also heard that it's boring. But I'd have a little bit of a problem with the pacing. I didn't get to that. There's a lot of not cutscenes, but like just a lot of slow pans, like old PS2 load. Yeah. Text bubble, load, text bubble. Like, no, I get it. I know what's happening.
That's the problem with Wii in general. Like, will you move the fuck on into modern storytelling? Like, here's a game that really needed to be on another system.
It made me more sad because like they were explaining to people who hadn't played Banjo-Kazooie or anything else in the world, like, this new part of the world is opening up. Here's what it means. We're going to lay it out in 6 bullet points. No, I get it. There's a new area opening up.
Imagine if this were on 360 and PS3.
Well, that's kind of
the markedly different experience you would get.
It's kind of the pitfall of any Wii game that's any good, because it's like you play it and it's like, wow, this is great, but I can't help but think how much better it would be on any other system.
The only game I haven't thought that was Red Steel 2.
This is my game. I can't ask people to care that much about it.
They could do an HD remake with Move.
If you don't buy it on Wii, it'll never get re-released.
Yeah,
like Sly Cooper is getting re-released because it sold well initially.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it. Hold on. This is a TalkRadar exclusive. It would please me to no end to see this on a superior system.
Yes.
Immediately. But it'll never fucking happen. And my plan was, like, I hope it does well. I'll play the preview build on a Wii, and then I'll play it for myself for fun. Michael's yawning, like, to where his whole body's moving. I'll play it again on the high definition.
I want to play it, but
it's not you, Chris. I'm just bored.
Thanks, Michael.
Just playing it on a Wii, I'm like, well, there's 8 other games on my list before I'll go back to a Wii game. Like that's not Nintendo published because I know.
I know. That's the sweetest thing I think you guys have said. That like, I've at least been enthusiastic about it enough. You're almost curious.
Damn.
Thank you. All that stuff. But like when I looked at Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I'm like, this seems like a godsend to me when I was like hugely into comics. Like this is everything I've ever wanted.
It was pretty cool.
And everybody gave it the 9s and 10s that the comic fan had wanted. And like this is what the Disney fans have wanted. Disney fans haven't gotten anything but fucking baby games.
Yeah, well, this is kind of like an Arkham Asylum for Disney people.
Yeah, a little bit. Wow, it's almost it's a strong enough statement to make me uncomfortable. But
that's what it is. It's like treating it with complete reverence. Like
It's like but does it have the so-called screaming flashbacks where suddenly the screen will fade to white and the main character will shriek something like in modern or
what are we talking about, Michael?
I don't know.
Oh.
I am lost, but I'm really drunk.
I didn't play COD Blops at all.
I still haven't played it.
I just grabbed. I played some multiplayer on TalkRadar Sunday, which is now TalkRadar Saturday.
I might play this Saturday. What are we playing? I may have Need for Speed by then.
I would guess more. Dude, somebody needs to. I have no friends who are playing Need for Speed. It's so much fun.
I've ordered it from Amazon during Black Friday.
I'm having so much fun with that fucking game.
I will play it this Saturday for sure.
Just hear the voices of strangers coming out of our living room as Chris spends like 9 hours straight playing Need for Speed.
No, this Saturday.
That was really bad. I'm sorry.
If you guys want to play Need for Speed Saturday, I will totally do it.
I haven't been sucked in. Like I don't like a lot of multiplayer experiences, and like the multiplayer there was so fucking good.
I've never actually seen Chris addicted to a game.
I'm also on the last disc of the Shield.
Oh man. Epic Mackie, which nobody laughed at.
I thought it was funny.
I'm laughing. I thought
it was funny.
Prick. What do you want me to reply? Lol, thanks for the link.
Bullshit. I work in this office every day. If you send a link out that's truly funny,
I laughed.
You'll hear a little bit of a laugh. Like
you were probably smoking or crying or something.
Or crying
I can't do
into
both.
your cigarette.
All right. Wait. I wanted to burn a little bit of
Smoking
Epic Mickey
through
sound
your
effects.
tear ducts.
Michael, do you have a? You remember this is connected to my asshole every time you make me giggle.
All right.
Do you have a?
Make you laugh?
When's your feature?
Friday.
Michael, you have a feature on fanfares.
Yeah, victory jingles.
Victory jingles. We didn't get those. Those would have been nice.
Fanfares and victory. Are you guys in the 30s?
No, we've been doing this. We've been doing this for 5 years.
Fanfares.
Fanfares.
He's got a victory jingle.
Do you want to pause really quick and get
No.
All right.
No. But I wanted to submit Epic Mickey.
All right.
Wait. What is this one? That's my favorite. That's unlocking a new area.
Nice.
All the music, you're hearing it now. You're hearing the opening and closing the segments.
Sounds
it's
like
all
a Christmas time Lexus commercial.
Well, I think it's all old.
It does actually.
It's all whimsical, old-timey cartoon
0%
music.
financing is on January 1st.
Here is finding a difficult to find treasure. The music in the game is very, 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 very well done.
It sounds like a production company logo before a film.
Should I recognize that jingle?
Yeah,
Okay, it did. It sounded like a tiger scratching at the screen outside of like a letter, an F or an L. F Films.
It sounds like it precedes Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Brought to you by Disney.
I feel like I'm about to be shown a fantasy world in which normal Americans give each other cars as presents.
Here's a
we have it all.
Here's a tragedy. I got to interview on camera Jim Dooley, the guy who scores the game.
Jimmy D?
He does the music for like Pushing Daisies, a bunch of other television stuff.
Oh,
I think
that
he's
sounds exciting.
Stop it. He's a nice guy. And
wait, Jimmy D.
I asked him like, what songs did you use in the game? There's only one actual licensed song in the game.
Small World.
It is Small World.
I watched your video.
It is. Oh yeah. We'll get to that.
On my phone.
Oh, with our new video player?
Our new video player.
Oh, Bride Cove, we do love you.
It's a brand new day.
Yeah, I really like the Small World has a really weird. We all know Small World. I actually didn't get a comparison clip because I just
now it's in my
everybody
head.
Won.
It's what it does.
It's a small world after all. Sing it, Brett. It's a small world after all.
After all.
It's a small world.
stuck in your head for the rest of the day. You fucking fuck.
We were a droning airplane engine.
I really like Jim Dooley's variant because like the first boss in the game is like a bunch of decrepit small world dolls.
That's kind of how I imagine that ride anyway.
Yeah, they're creepy.
I like in your
already.
video.
It's been revamped.
No, in your video, he pointed like Warren Spector pointed out like the clock face you see in the ride.
It's the first boss.
It's terrifying.
And he was like, "That's the first boss of Epic Mickey," and it's like that's really
Hold
cool.
on.
Like,
I
wow,
like the
let
way
me
he thinks.
I'm glad you watched that. You should watch the video.
it's really cool.
This is you riding into Doom.
Quick, get into the tunnel of love.
Never did, Joe.
Nobody got but me.
Fighting
I love that
these.
this is like Disney kind of finally acknowledging how fucking creepy that ride is.
Yeah,
Wait for it. Wait for it. This is you fighting the boss with like a less diegetic sound.
It's really cool.
It's just so nasty. Like,
Did you jerk off to this game at all?
Beating the fuck out of Mickey.
No, it's more how many times did you jerk off to this game?
God damn it! Let me burn this in order. This is the honestly my least favorite part is the 2D transition levels that are based direct. They're unrelenting and terrible and not very well designed. But normally they're literally transit. It's like playing a load screen.
Yeah, it seemed neat.
But then a couple times, like I didn't know I could die from that piece of reverence. Like I had no idea that cat was juggling a hot dog. I didn't know it would kill me and send me back. I had no idea. But this like this is the Steamboat Willie level, and I love what they did with the music. It sounds creepy and sort of unnerving. This is the Steamboat Willie music. Like I don't know if I've seen a game reach back to literally two materials from the 1920s ever in my life.
Well, wasn't there one previous Mickey game that had a Steamboat Willie level?
It did, but this is like the exact digital music.
Oh, wow.
This is the music. These
same digital music they used in the 20s.
Shut up. Damn it. And there's no voices in the game. And I believe we were talking about voice
That
work earlier.
bothers me. Like, just that's the Wii. Just in general.
No. It's not bad at all. I was more mad that there weren't more unlockable cartoons. Because there's 2 unlockable cartoons in the game, but they're more remastered cartoons that are completely out of print up here in the collector's edition. I did not know that, and I didn't get that version. Now I have to go buy it.
It's only the collector's edition?
Yeah. I mean, well, some of the cartoons, like most of the old Disney cartoons. Did you know I was writing a website about Christmas cartoons?
You are?
Yes, I've heard about it.
All right, a cartoon Christmas. Yes. Those old Mickey cartoons are always a little violent, racist, involve a lot of animal cruelty, date rape, and so they want to make you try to get those. They need serious collectors. Yeah. Serious collectors. But this is what it sounds like.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a tutorial. I love it. That is Gus the Gremlin from Canceled Roll Doll. I know I'm there. I'm going to try and bring you guys back in a second. I'm sorry. What's up, Mickle?
That just sounded very pornographic.
Stop it.
No.
Okay, here we go. What were we talking about? The video I made with Spectre. We had a couple of people filming him. We had no good mics.
Ghost on camera?
What?
He's a Spectre.
Spectre. I see. Warren Spector on camera.
Let me tie this all into something people can relate to. Spectre.
And this is what
Spectre. Hang on, Spectre General sang the song "Nothing's Gonna Stand in Our Way" in Transformers the movie. We're all back on the same page.
Excuse me,
we can all relate.
Do you know who does the voice of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit?
Jazz from Transformers. Who was
that
Scatman
Frank
Crothers.
Welker?
Then was that Frank Welker?
Frank Welker is the voice.
Oh, in the game.
In the game.
I was like, he wasn't alive.
I was going to say Scatman Crothers is dead.
Yes,
he was the voice of Jazz.
Very much dead. But
he's dead.
He's dead.
Frank Welker took over, I think, for Galvatron after Leonard Nimoy respectably declined to do it in the series.
Oh, probably.
And Frank Welker's in fucking everything.
Oh yeah, he's omnipresent.
He's every barnyard animal in the stupid Garfield cartoon. Tyler.
No, Frank Welker is unbelievable.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Excellent voice
Those
actor.
stupid Christmas cartoons I do.
He's probably in all of them.
Every third cartoon, he's the voice of Santa Claus. He's the voice of every animal almost every animal you've ever heard on Dumbo and Roger Rabbit.
He is the. To me, he's like him and Cam Clark. Well, not so much Cam Clark. He does kind of the same voice every time. But like Frank Welker is kind of like the ultimate.
He's really good.
He's like the ultimate voice actor because he goes from
you'll never recognize him.
This wheezy,
You'll
angry
never recognize
voice,
him.
and then he'll do Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
And you cannot tell at all.
And then I think in like Milan, he's a fucking cat. Like he's just this constant cat.
He's a voice actor, not an actor with a good voice that's trying to then act.
So I made this video of Warren Spector like walking us around Disneyland. I see Michael watching it now. Yep. Weird. I'm filming this, and our sound was really bad. And we got it from multiple angles. I took shit from Disney DVDs. I had a Small World ride. I want to do them all because Warren Spector is, what is he, if anything, incredibly candid. So, and then Disney said, here's some audio that we recorded. Like, he was mic'd the whole time because we weren't allowed to mic him. Use this audio. And I said, all right, this is Warren Spector outside of Small World.
Like I said, I saw this in 1964. Loved it. I absolutely adored this ride. I got a little older, and that song got stuck in my head. But, what I wanted to do was make...
We didn't make that clear. Small World premiered at the World's Fucking Fair, which hasn't existed in, I believe, 3 million years.
Possibly 4.
It was like E3 for everything.
Yeah, for life.
For life, and Small World premiered there to like coax people in. Disney spent millions.
The Simpsons episode with the wig sphere.
And I knew that walking in to hear Warren Spector like. So I was there. I'm like, whoa, you're old. You are so old. 64, and all right, we see this little transition.
Stuck in my head, but what I wanted to do was make.
I didn't. This is nice. I was recording my own audio on the side, preparing to use it later.
Right.
Disney cut out a lot of that. Of what was in the middle.
They cut out things he said that were negative towards
Yes,
the
they
part.
did. And as a TalkRadar exclusive...
You can hear what Warren Spector actually said?
These are the things Warren Spector actually said.
Yeah, I absolutely adored this ride. I got a little older, and that song got stuck in my head. And, it kind of lost some of its charm for me. But this is where I get a little politically incorrect, so all the marketing guys and PR people are now trembling.
I like that guy.
Yeah, no, he's that's a refreshing honesty
Yes,
that
he's like,
can really save an industry.
he was like pointing at, look at the PR people trembling.
Yes.
And then they handed here's all this great audio. Use what you will. And I didn't know it until I sent it over to to Joe in the editing room. Like, this audio is different from...
Yeah, it doesn't match up.
It doesn't match up at all. Like, there's more to it. And hooray. You know what? Maybe we should drag this out the whole month. Joke. Spectre Uncut.
I don't care about Disney, but it's interesting for a historical point. I find it interesting.
And I just wanted to share this with
I'm
you
also so
guys.
drunk I'm hot. So
that's just the room.
This will not go that much longer, I promise. I just wanted to share this one thing because there's also a lovely Disney group on the internet, part of the D23 thing, Armchair Archivists. I really love this because at the same time I'm totally infatuated with my Disney bullshit, yes. And they just released online. Somebody was challenged to find the last footage of Walt Disney speaking. And this comes from 2 months before he dies. It sounds sick as fuck. Did you ever see those old... hello, I'm Walt. He's wonderfully articulate, does everything in one take.
He's Andrew Ryan.
It's almost creepy because
Good evening, friends. I'm sorry to have to welcome you to this invitational showing of Follow Me Boys in this way. I'd give anything to be there with you. But this seems to be one of those times I'm tied down here at the studio night and day.
He died like a month late.
That's really
he died like I'm not sure this made the year. I can't pronounce your fucking name, but I want to something. He sent me this on Twitter. I just love this. This is the last thing Disney ever recorded on film. Beautiful. Did anybody see Follow Me Boys? He's introducing the movie Follow Me Boys. Fantastic movie with Fred McMurray. Adopts an orphan, all about the Boy Scouts and adventure. It just happens to star...
To us, this is a very special kind of motion picture, and one of which we're very proud. It has a fine cast, and, oh yes, you're about to meet a 15-year-old boy for whom I predict a great acting future. His name is Kurt Russell.
Jack.
Wow.
Me.
Love that. Kurt Russell. He introduces Kurt Russell as like his last fucking words. Yeah, me. Jack. You're okay in my book.
Such a great movie.
Exactly. He was the voice of the Hound Dog in
Fox and the Hound. Was he really?
Yeah. I'm a hound dog.
We'll be friends forever.
With your better. All right, look at me. I'm getting into it.
I'm a fox.
It's time for song contest. We a couple weeks ago we dug up the Primal Rage soundtrack. Not soundtrack, songs inspired by Primal Rage.
Primal Rage.
Songs inspired by Mortal Kombat. Okay, I can't have anybody looking at my screen when this Michael.
Yeah, those
Michael,
songs were...
you have 30 seconds. There's a 30-second build. Figure out what video game this song is based on.
What time period is it from? Is it 90s as well? I have to assume.
Early 90s.
Okay.
You'll tell by the music in a second.
Right.
Initiating test procedure. Please.
At the 30-second mark. Not more. You think it's Mortal Kombat?
I think I know this.
What?
It's not Excalibur 2097, is it?
Ooh, Michael Forrest. No. Ooh, I'm sorry. I don't have my buzzer.
To impact.
What?
Everybody get that part?
What did he say?
Well, he's going to say it for a long time. I just wanted to cut it off beforehand. Did you get it yet?
Ace Combat?
No.
Crash Combat?
Combine them. Wait, no.
Twisted Metal?
Earlier.
Destruction Derby?
Hold on. Hey, dummy.
Crash Dummies? What?
Right up. Need to repeat it.
Whoa. Wow.
Now I'm just imagining a bunch of like lifeless crash dummies with this music playing.
I'm just imagining the old ads that the video game was based on. And
Yeah, you get a lot from a dummy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was a bunch of less gay Ronald McDonald's. Like, hey, children, walk your
When I did that, I did the game music of the day for the Crash Dummies NES game, which has surprisingly good music because I think it's Tim and Jeff Fallen again.
From my buddy Retro DLC, like who found this in England as a 7-inch single.
Well, that's what's weird. It's like those singles. Like the UK had that Mario Compact Disco, and they also had this.
Excuse me.
Jesus Christ! Don't wanna die.
I think we can agree it's pretty good.
That's like that, just like that Mortal Kombat album, where it's like, imagine you're a struggling recording artist.
And that voice was in so many '90s songs. It reminds me of like MDFMK or.
MDFMK is in 2000, by the way.
KMFDM, by the way.
No, MDFMK was a separate album.
Oh, we're off track now. We're totally off track.
Okay.
It looks like Crash Test Dummies are going to have to take us into the next break. Jesus, we're long again! All right, we have to game deals, other stuff. Tyler, news-ishness, anything you want to say?
Maybe.
We'll say it in the next break. You'll do it next time.
There was one thing people wanted. I saw a tweet that they wanted us to talk about.
Do we have to do it now?
It's news. It'd be better to do it now.
Can I pee and then we can come back and we can do it?
Let's just do it when we
pee while we're doing
Let's just do it when we come back.
Can we do it while you're peeing?
Can't you just pee your pants?
We'll do it when we come back.
I want to have sex with your hemorrhoid while you pee. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is your WWE diva and Playboy cover girl, Ashley. Go to WWE.com. Check out the revealing interviews on GameRaiders.com. Check out GamesRadar.com. GamesRadar.com.
Bambi 2 is going into the Disney Vault.
Better hurry.
after just 70 days on sale, the glorious Bambi 2 DVD goes into the Disney Vault for 10 years, along with Cinderella 2, Bambi 2002, Sleeping Beauty 3, Lil Sleepy Meets Aladdin, Hunchback 6, Air Dog Quasi, Mulan 8, The Prozoids Fight Back, Jungle Book 3.0 Jungle Blog, and 101 Fellations.
Gosh, all my favorite movies are in the Disney Vault.
I wish we could live in the Disney Vault.
Now you can.
Mickey!
Now on DVD only, it's Journey to the Disney Vault, the ultimate child's dream come true.
Look, it's Beauty and the Beast Hawaiian Adventure.
How I missed it.
Sit back and enjoy, kids. There's 10-year supply of ear-shaped snacks.
Wow, what's in here?
Oh, you don't need to see that.
Disney!
I told you not to look.
That's weird.
That's why it's in the vault. People don't understand. Hey!
Vivian Lee?
He had her frozen too so he could marry her in the future.
That's horrible.
Come on, she was already dead. Hey, cut it out.
What's HUAC?
It's the House Un-American Affairs something or other.
Wait, Disney ratted out animators for being communists?
Sure, they were union rousers. They had to go.
I heard he was anti-Semitic.
Semitic. Oh, look, why don't we go watch another sequel?
I've never heard of this one. Song of the South.
Oh, nobody wants to see that one anymore.
How bad could it be?
It's the very original version that he only played at parties.
Zip-but-a-doo-dah, zip-but-a. Negroes are inferior in every way. Why so much cleaner?
Wow.
That's what I
Wow!
Look, he was who he was. Take the good with the bad. He created me. Think of all the laughs I've given you.
You're supposed to be funny?
Yeah.
Adventure, laughs, and disturbing Disney surprises.
A Civil War theme park?
Yes.
Jim Henson!
He wouldn't sell! He wouldn't sell!
And featuring Scar as the Disney lawyer.
You children know too much. You must stay in the Disney Vault forever.
No!
But look, only you can see Lion King 5 2/3. Simba sits in for Meredith.
Mickey has friends wherever he goes. Not here. Mania. No Goofy. No Minnie. No Mercy. Mickey Mania from Sony ImageSoft for Genesis, Sega CD, and Super Nintendo. Game system sold separately. Also, look for Mickey Mania game tips in specially marked boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Hey, does anybody want to listen to the rest of this motherfucking podcast?
Yeah!
Get excited. Here we go.
Boys, we're trying to finish up TalkRadar at 1:30.
What?
And you're KMFDMing?
Yeah. You're killing motherfucking Depeche Mode.
That is not what it stands for.
I know.
Hello, Teenage America.
Stands for no pity for the majority.
That's what this
in German.
TalkRadar exclusive, that's what came.
Kind of something for the Meyerheim.
Like kind of.
I was telling Chris downstairs, like smoking, that like they made themselves into such a legend because they're so weird and so stupid.
They're
And then you
really-
hear stories like, oh, like Sasha jacked off on stage and got arrested. Like you're like, what? Like, is this real? Is this a real band? Are these real people? Because Their songs are like
nope, they're the Banana
ridiculous.
Splits. That's what it turns
Cool
out.
band. If you want it, KMFDM, go listen to Nile.
He put a dildo up his ass on stage. It was crazy.
If the Banana Splits did that, I would actually watch that show.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking to your mic, dear.
Sorry. Where are we? We're in the third segment.
We sure are.
Tyler, we were gonna start. I wanted to find out more about the Crash Dummies song. Do you know how hard the Google criteria of Crash Dummies song is without coming up with? The first 7 pages of Google links. Once there was this kid. That's fine.
What song was it?
Which one? Oh, this song?
Not that one.
You have.
There was a band called Crash Dummies.
Yeah, Crash Test Dummies.
What?
His hair turned to black into bright white.
God damn, do I really have to play it? You look so
I was
fucking
actually
dissatisfied.
a fairly big fan of theirs at one
I
point.
like
I have
that
like
album.
2 or 3 of their CDs.
What is that album called? That's off of.
I forget, but
It's
the
the
other
other
one is A
single.
Worm's Life.
It's God Shuffled His Feet.
That's the name of the album? I thought that was the name of the song.
Mm-hmm. Here you go, Elston. This is the real Crash Test Dummies. I have a weird voice. Cancer is afflicting my diaphragm. Got it, an accident and got it, got me skill, but we finally came back. His hair had turned from black into bright white.
I don't remember this song.
Really?
He said that it was from
I mean, my musical taste. Now get this band out of here. Where do these people come from? It's so crowded in here. All right.
It's awesome. The whole time, the lead singer doesn't even front. He just looks like he's taking a bong hit and taking a shit at the same time.
There was a Weird Al version of it. Does that jog your memory?
Oh shit! What was that?
I'm trying to remember.
Don't make me look it up.
That was
on
the one
YouTube
he like sang about like the stuff that was current at the time, like
Yeah.
John Bobbitt and.
It almost sounds like a Weird Al joke. What Michael just said.
And Mr. Happy was
It was
missing.
that parody Weird Al did of things that were reflective of the times. But
I know.
I know what you're
I was
talking about because he had John Bobbitt in there.
Yeah.
John Bobbitt.
That's the only bit I remember.
A Waco joke.
A Waco joke.
Probably,
Wouldn't be
More
nice
like
at a Waco
Waco,
joke.
Texas.
He found all his followers were on fire.
You get a little alcohol in you, and you're on
yeah,
fire.
it is out
You're
of
on
control.
fire.
Much like the people in Waco.
I forgot we were going to talk about Tyler Wilde. You said you were going to be our current resident newsman, and I'm only elongating my speech until I can find the sound effect.
We can talk about another story before you.
It might take a little while. Hold on, Elson. If it's news, it's going to need the sound effect. I hit cancel instead of open.
That's the best
That was my fault.
slogan ever.
That was my fault. Normally, we do this radio show very professionally.
Keep on talking. You're doing a good job stalling.
Everybody who puts fail beneath those news videos of local stations. There it is. Tyler Wilde with the news.
December.
Can you shuffle your papers more while I load up the other sound effects?
I don't know.
This would be for December 3rd.
December 3rd.
They're not shuffled enough. Keep
2010.
shuffling.
No, more
You need to
Keep shuffling.
You're too organized.
Now you're messing them up. Shuffle them. Shuffle them. Shuffle them like a life depends on it.
There's a lot there's a lot of commotion in this news.
Shuffle, you glorious bastard!
December.
You beautiful son of a bitch!
2010.
Keep shuffling the papers!
This is games radar news.
I've never seen a guy shuffle like that. It was really good.
It's truly shuffling under fire.
So,
Right.
there's a lot of news to talk about.
Is there?
But let's not talk about
The
most
music
of it.
seems dramatic.
Because you should go to
Sure.
gamesradar.com and just read it
Every day.
every day.
It's looping again.
Every day. That when I walk in the morning, I play that on my headphones
Sure.
and start putting up news stories.
You turn around slowly in your chair and look at the camera in a meaningful
Yes,
way.
except the camera is my monitor, and
Stay classy.
I don't talk. I just slowly type.
News! Don't make me play the beeps again.
You know, one news story that it's not on the site.
What?
That I got another Zelda tattoo.
Oh, can I see it?
Drawn by Tyler Wilde, no less. There you go.
Kind of.
There it is.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's fancy.
So, Tyler was at the house and he couldn't figure out what to approximate what was behind the
it's the
Z
shield from the A Link to the Past box, except for that shield has a big Z and a sword on top of it.
Well, how did you figure it out? Did you do that, or did Brett approximate something?
Well, Brett just wanted basically what was the shield, just the shield, underneath the letter Z, and the sword, based on where the lines were going, I just kind of guessed as to what it would look like. And
so what's on his... I saw what you were working on.
Yeah.
What's on his arm is much more fleshed out.
Well, yeah, I was hoping...
Well, I mean,
I assumed the tattoo artist would...
I mean, this one, the one on my forearm is the Minish Cap thing. Tyler drew this as well.
I know.
I'm just saying, that's 2 now.
I know,
That's
but
2.
it was sort of like, I'm going to work, I have to get Brett this, I have 10 minutes, I don't know what's under the shield.
I spent way longer than that.
No, you did. You spent a long... whatever.
Well, he interpreted what was under it, but then the tattoo artist...
I gotta stop the news music.
Yes, the tattoo artist then... I mean,
that's what I
I
want.
brought him the actual covers of the box to show, like, well, here's where all the dents and weathering on the shield are.
I just wanted him to the tattoo artist to have some lines to work with so that he didn't have to sit there and try to figure out what was under it.
No, he was very appreciative.
Not knowing anything about Zelda necessarily and trying to figure it out.
He was excited.
I kind of created like a sun motif, sort of, which I've seen in other Zelda stuff, so that's what
Wait, Zelda the what is on your body?
Link to the Past.
No, what is the icon?
It's the shield. Wow. You should have that on call at all times.
I really should.
Dot, dot, dot.
I really should. That's my mistake.
So news.
Epic Mackie.
Epic Mackie.
Um,
I'm about to finish the series. I don't know what's going to happen.
But long story short, Brett got a tattoo. Tyler drew it, and it's what?
The shield.
It's the shield.
Living the
good job.
God damn it! I'm surprised that theme song didn't scare people away from such a great show.
One of the worst
the
theme
shield
songs ever. In one of the best shows I've ever seen.
But it's really great when the show starts and goes for 30 minutes and the theme song doesn't start.
I forget that the theme song hasn't happened yet. And then Claudette makes a face, and then... What?
What? There's a gang of pedophiles running around Farmington.
Meanwhile, there's only 20 minutes left in the episode.
Yeah. And then, half of it is a Ford commercial. No, you weren't watching back then.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? News.
So, like I was saying, there's a lot of news that's more important than what I'm going to talk about, but I'm just going to talk about the things that are interesting
You
for us to
should.
talk. So, Christopher Nolan, he's a director who's famous, right?
Oh, man.
Sure.
And he has said before he wanted
What
to
movie
do
did he
one.
make?
I believe
The director of Batman Begins.
Batman Forever. No, Batman Begins, right? Yeah.
Boring. I thought you were going to have the Inception sound after every movie he directed.
I haven't heard Inception yet.
He also made The Dark Knight. Memento, fantastic film, which has similar themes.
And what else?
To another movie he made called
Following. And who could forget Insomnia?
No. Who could
Did he
forget
do
that?
Insomnia?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't know that.
And
it's kind of a crappy movie.
I've named all of his movies.
Inception.
Jesus Christ.
And he's finally confirmed that they're making a game.
I can stop playing when I click that.
That's a really heavy...
That's... Man.
What?
Last time we did this, I had control of the Inception sound effect.
Chris doesn't even have headphones on to know how awful that sounds.
I can see the line.
It's terrible.
Oh, God.
He's leaving.
But
Bye,
anyway.
Chris. So what
Bye,
happened
Chris.
with Inception?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, we're hostless.
So anyway, Christopher Nolan said that they are making a game. Michael just clicked the button. Based on the world of Inception, not necessarily based on Inception itself, but I don't know. It's weird.
I could say you can make a game around that world.
I mean, it might be like Minecraft or something. You're in a meta.
It's very interesting for them
dream.
to decide. Whoa. To
The
decide.
whole table almost turned upside down.
to decide to make a game 3 months after the movie's out of theaters,
yeah.
Usually they decide that while they're making it, oh yeah, it's gonna be a big hit.
Much like The Matrix,
they weren't done.
The setting, well, the setting is everything.
Yeah. You need to have headphones on to realize how distorted that sound is.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Can you hear it?
It's crazy.
Where are your headphones?
Headphones are gone.
What a metaphor, right?
And so now that he has them on, he can probably hear the horrible noise.
As your
Oh my
butthole.
god! It sounds like recording like a fucking steamboat barge coming under a bridge with an iPhone.
Anyway,
hi.
Inception. Yeah, so
I could say they can make a game about the world where you're someone else trying to incept someone.
It literally contains everything you could ever want to do.
You can do anything you want.
You can do anything in an Inception game.
Although the thing that made the movie that interesting was Leonardo DiCaprio's hallucinations or
JG
baggage coming back.
Michael Caine?
Michael Caine's baggage, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's not a dream. Because
if it's a sane person going in, is he going to have...
Did we talk about that already? Like, the ending was dispelled by... Well, it can't be in his own inception because I'm in the dream and I'm real.
I know.
So you
Michael
just confirmed
Caine.
the ending of Inception because you...
Michael Caine is so real that his character in the
I'm
film
a person.
is definitely real.
I'm in the movie. Therefore it happened. It's not a dream.
I'm Michael Caine.
I know there's like 17 ways to interpret the ending, but I'm Michael Caine.
I'm real.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, but I don't know. But like the thing, like a lot of the comments were just like, "Boo! This is gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible." I'm like, but this isn't like it was just shopped to a bunch of like B-grade developers. Like Christopher Nolan is the one coming out saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna make a game. I want to explore this space. It's a long-term project."
Christopher Nolan doesn't necessarily know how to.
No,
make a
true,
game.
true.
But his last
No, but he
movie-
has the clout to bring people who does.
And he's working for
He
a...
does bring people who does.
Why was that funny?
It's just because I don't know
people who do. How's
because
that?
Brett. because
Moving on.
Well,
because Brett drunk.
what was the movie
I-
he directed before Inception?
I should have made a point. I'm sorry.
The Dark Knight?
Which starred what character?
Dark
Batman.
Knight.
Which
Michael Caine.
Batman?
Donald Duck.
Loves
Good.
to
Better.
fuck.
Better. I
Loves
like
to
where Michael is going.
Bat Duck.
The Duck Knight.
Bat Duck.
Knight.
Which starred Batman. Batman has a fine game. Also owned.
See?
Paychecks are signed by the
I
same.
mean, maybe
Warner
Christopher Nolan
Brothers.
had nothing
Warner
to do
Brothers.
with it. but
Warner
still.
Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the
owned DC?
descendants of the Warner estate?
I don't know.
Do they get residuals for every time I buy a $5 chicken leg at Six Flags?
Who was I blowing?
Turkey
the-
leg,
I
turkey
blew
leg.
the mind of somebody like 20th Century Fox. Why do they still say that? It's not even the 20th century. I'm like, that was a fucking 1940s merger of 20th Century Pictures and Fox Pictures. And like almost every merger, nobody refers to AOL Time Warner as AOL Time Warner.
Right.
They get rid of one of them. It's still 20th Century Fox. I have no idea why that is. I don't know how I got on this tangent.
Well, there's also Fox 2000.
But
20th Century Fox. Like it sounds like
Around the late 90s, they made...
20th
I
Century
mean, it sounds like an
Fox.
entry in a history book.
It sounds
Now,
like the
here's
Conan
20th
O'Brien
Century
sketch
Fox.
and the year 2000.
Well, around 97, that oh god, Tommy Lee Jones movie,
Fugitive.
that movie Volcano.
Oh, The Coast is Toast?
Yeah, The Coast is Toast. That movie was by Fox 2000 Pictures, and I was like, oh, that's their answer when we go into the 21st century. But I guess Fox 2000 kind of just completely disappeared.
I have a trivia question, very small. What is the worst merger title ever in the history of corporate branding?
Namco Bandai.
That is pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Elson, I'm going to give you partial credit. I was going to go with Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. There's two ands in your fucking title. Ringling Brothers.
There's three.
Which, and Barnum and Bailey.
And.
There's two ands, but brothers signify that there's more than one.
Right. Yeah. So there's brothers.
So
and
I had imagined they had both had their own circus. There was John Ringling and
Greg Ringling.
and Tyler Ringling Circus. Tyler was a nice and popular 1920s name.
Absolutely.
P.T. Tyler.
Certainly was. P.T. Tyler.
We should move on.
So news. We had a request to talk about this incentive program put out by Xbox Live.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Xbox Live Rewards program arrives for US and UK members. I haven't really looked at this, but it's
dumb.
If you do certain things starting, I guess, now, it's open for registration. If you do these following things on Xbox Live, you get what looks like XBLA points. It's an incentive. So if you renew your 1 month Xbox Gold membership, you get 10 points, which is a dime.
I think less, actually.
It's technically less. If you renew 3 months, you get 30 points.
dimes.
Renew 12 months, and you get 200 points. So that's almost
Okay.
$2. Hang on. Purchase or renew Xbox Live Gold Family Pack, something none of us will do. A free member gets 400 points, and a gold member gets 400 points. Blah, blah. These are all really boring. Purchase select Xbox Live Marketplace content, and it varies how much you'll get in return. Participate in exclusive promotion, you get cool prizes. And then take a quick survey each month, you get 20 points. Activate and use Netflix, you get 100 points.
At the very bottom, there's a little category that says take risks and then live life to the fullest.
Grab life by the balls.
Or horns.
The floodgates.
Or the bull you're fucking.
But yeah, it really does lean towards new members rather than people who've been using
and
it.
if you don't use the points you earn before it's over,
that's stupid.
You lose them. They're null.
Hmm.
It's not like they go into your account like you just have these points. They're
that's what I don't get. Like, if I've been using it for the last 4 years and I sign up or I register for this, I'm not going to get all these points all at once. So I'm kind of fucked out of. Let's see, 200, 400, 100, 100.
Basically, they'll give you like 30 cents, and then you're like, well, if I don't use these, they'll go away. So then you buy 100.
But slowly imagine what you would have had that program been executed at the time.
Had it been around at the time, it would have been pretty cool.
I am a member of the Disney Rewards program and a couple other rewards programs, and I like this.
Here we go.
Well, hold on. Like, I buy a Disney Blu-ray, I register it online. Well, first of all, it gives me the right to watch it wherever I want, as long as I'm connected to the internet. But it essentially equates to $1 for a $30 DVD. Right. I get $1, but it's still better than nothing. And like the more I buy, I just keep watching my shit tally. And at least that stop. At least that program, like,
I was exhaling.
At least that program, like, I don't even notice, like, oh shit, I'm up for a free DVD. I'm up for a free game.
Yeah.
Like, that's nice.
Right, but this instead, I mean, if this is all they're offering, like, I can't even take advantage of this at all.
It is pretty pathetic.
It's pathetic.
It's pretty pathetic what they're offering.
Like, Sony just launched theirs as well, their rewards program for the PS3, which it doesn't give you fun bucks like Microsoft does, but it gives you like home stuff, avatar.
But I'm a member of a couple of these things.
Which is almost like better, I think.
I'm a member of
20 cents.
a couple of these things, and they're all fun bucks. They're all irredeemable, nonsensical point values.
Yeah, no, but that's not what the PlayStation Rewards one is. You do these things, and yeah, you probably get like some kind of points to. But I think you just get like items for home and stuff, exclusive.
Oh, wow! Yeah.
Which, like,
those might actually be worthwhile if they didn't cost actual money and you never spent any time whatsoever in home ever.
But like for the PlayStation one, like you get points.
Would you like to pay $3 to see what Ryu would look like with an ankle injury? Here he is in a chaise lounge.
Would you like to pay $9 for a room you can sit around in by yourself?
Woot.
But I mean, for
second and third life, motherfucker.
PlayStation reward, you get points for just like putting in a new game. You bought a new game, you get some points. Or you bought a PSN game, you get some points. So you get. It's a little more flexible than what Microsoft's doing, where it's just like if you're a new user, here's some bonuses.
How the Disney thing works, and I'm not harping on Disney, but like how it works is a lot of it is those awful surveys that you take with places. Well, I mean, but it's through a safe place, and you earn rewards. So you take a Microsoft survey, and you get a couple points, and you eventually buy a game. It's not bad. Whatever. I encourage all these reward points.
And you get to influence Microsoft's future
a little bit.
strategy.
Well, I wasn't even taking that optimistically. I was just looking at a free Super Meat Boy.
By telling them how you feel. They gotta hear from the consumers, so they know.
I am a consumer.
Yes,
I am. My mouth and my pockets are just open at all times.
Speaking of Microsoft,
go for it, Tyler.
The last two. Well, actually, there's three stories. One I just want to mention very, very quickly, and that is Panasonic. I didn't even know this is launching a mobile online gaming device called the Jungle. Panasonic's last.
We didn't learn our lesson with the 3DO.
No, yeah, because Panasonic was so successful last time. So the Jungle, everyone, you'll be playing MMOs on the go.
On the go.
That's all. They just entered public testing.
our lesson
But it's like
from,
I was reading
Trio
the story
or
and it said
Nokia's
like
N-Gage.
it's a new mobile device that plays.
I don't know what it is.
Online games.
Yeah, I don't know if it has like 3G connected. I don't know what it is, or just Wi-Fi.
It's probably
just Wi-Fi.
It's a PC emulator. It emulates a PC,
basically.
It's just more phones eating up everyone's.
Because one of my
bandwidth.
friends had that idea like 3 or 4 years ago. He's like, "What if we just had this small thing?"
What the fuck? I had the idea. I wrote Inception in my brain.
No,
not that well.
Oh, you should contact Panasonic and let them know you had the idea.
I did.
They'll give
Here's
you a
what I
cut.
wanted to do. I wanted to combine my TiVo and my GameCube. And
What?
Panasonic stole it from me.
What?
They did 5 years ago.
The Q, the Panasonic Q.
Well, the point is, it's not really going to work. And I don't
Well,
know.
my friend was like,
Panasonic.
"What if you had this small device that you could download all these free Flash games to, and then you just could play them at any time?
That'd be nice.
They're still free, and you just fuck around with
like
it.
a cached web page.
Yeah,
essentially?
basically that." And he was like, "I should probably do that." And it sounds like what the jungle, but I mean, it sounded like it was.
But it's more for like I think it's for MMOs.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a bunch of shit I'll never use. So I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I just want to talk about it because it's funny that Panasonic's launching.
It is funny.
A
It's
poorly
like,
named like
it's like
new
you know the
game
people who
system
really
called
obsess
Jungle.
over video game news will be like Panasonic, bleh.
Panasonic Jungle.
Nothing like the Sanyo 3DO, am I right?
What
I mean, that was a better one.
Oh, what I actually want to talk about was both Microsoft and Sony announced numbers for Kinect and Move this week, and we wanted to talk about that. Microsoft was the first one saying Kinect sold 2.5 million units, which is halfway to their 5 million unit goal for the home.
It's 5, by the way.
And Sony, like the day after, said, "Yeah, well, so what? We sold 4.1 million moves."
I think,
but they've had a lot longer.
Isn't the thing that they've actually shipped 4.1 million moves, and not
That might be
actually
it.
sold? Like they've sold them to retailers,
Yes.
but not to consumers.
That will be the.
That's not what I read.
That'll be the. Well, that's why I hate these fucking stories because that's generally what it means. And yeah,
Chris got an email.
It's easy to see why a retailer would get excited over a Wii substitute. But
Or a Wii-stitute.
A Wii-stitute.
But Gamasutra, Sony, quote, sold 4.1 million Move devices, and they don't clarify. So.
I heard from my
Gamasutra would be the one to actually clarify that.
I heard from my sources that you probably can infer from this point. The Kinect was like over the Thanksgiving break was just like flying off the shelves.
Yeah,
and Moves were just sitting there.
That's what I wanted Tyler to bring that up because I am depressed. I feel like I'm willing to embrace it, but I do feel like my grandparents like I don't need the DVD player. My VCR does everything I need.
See, my parents have been strangely receptive to DVD and HD TVs. I don't know why, and iPhones even.
But I have been resistant to Connect and Move because
they're bullshit.
Well, yeah, the
like
thing
Dance
is,
Central is really cool, and that's it.
But yeah, but
I can't. None of the other games.
From a gamer's point of view, like even their Kinect has the advantage because we look at this like, okay, Kinect is fucking bullshit, but it has Dance Central and the voice command stuff looks kind of cool. Whereas, is there anything on Move that any of us are even slightly interested in? Or not?
Well, I could play Mag for the first time.
You could
even that voice
just
stuff
play
on
Conduit on Wii. You'll have a roughly similar experience.
Even on the voice stuff with 360, I was like, that's kind of interesting. But then I was like, Xbox off, Xbox shut down, Xbox turn off. Fuck! And I get up and I look through the manual. The manual to the goddamn Kinect doesn't say the words it recognizes. So there's no way to fucking know.
Wait, it doesn't do like a test? Like,
no, it doesn't
say
tell you.
Brett Elston, say...
It doesn't say what. It says
Xbox powered down.
Like you can say Xbox Connect.
My voice is my passport.
My hat is like a shark's fin as well. But it takes you to a special Connect, and if you go Xbox dashboard, it takes you back to the dashboard. And I'm like, all right, I'm done fucking with this. Xbox off. Shut down. Turn off. Power down. Leave. Go. Like, what the fuck? How do you not have
You should just be able to summon it on and off, like just by saying Xbox in Patrick Stewart's voice.
Well,
like it lights.
Xbox off.
Earl Grey.
You guys don't know what it's like to live in the South when you're constantly asking for people to throw you a bottle of off when the mosquitoes get too bad.
Oh, I hate putting off.
Right,
on.
yes.
Man,
Off
on, man. Come on, man. That's really good.
Yeah,
I'm
hey,
putting
man.
off on.
I hate it
in
off
Canada.
so much.
I've been in Canada for the summers, man. The mosquitoes fucking ate me.
Yeah, man, you gotta start sucking that citronella dick, man. You gotta get some citronella up in that.
Now you know what my grandma did? She put some baking soda in the bathtub.
Was she? Well, man, what was she decomposing a body?
I was strangle me for a second. No, man, that's like
your grandmother, like an elderly Creole woman.
Yes. No, that was her like old wives' tale. Like I don't know, like mosquito bites to make them stop itching. You take a bath and you put like.
No, that is true.
I thought you take a bath in bubble gum.
It is true when you get
Baking
burned
soda,
when you get burned by a
apparently,
volcano at a science fair.
Yeah.
It's because of baking soda.
Right.
Yeah, that too.
Mosquitoes.
I should probably just do game deals.
But Chris,
let's
don't feel so bad about not adopting Move and Connect because when you think, first of all, Connect is selling twice
Who
as fast.
actually feels bad about not adopting
as
it?
Chris does.
No, it's not that I feel. I don't want to be the guy not embracing the new thing because I haven't liked what's come so far. Yes, everything the Wii has done and what Move is presenting, and the fact that Game Party is a launch Connect thing that they're willing to tout next to Dance Central and Connect Adventures bugs the fuck out of me because that's.
Here's the statistic. It's been a couple months for Move. It sold 4.1 million copies. The PS3 has an install base of 41.6 million. 4.1 million is not a very large percentage of that. So,
but
you're
it's
not
an
alone.
issue of large, but
you're not alone. A lot of people. Most people have.
Here's what helps. Imagine 4 million people in your head. Holy shit.
It's not that many.
It is a lot.
No, it's not.
I think it is.
It's like a city. It's like
I think it is because I think
Choose
that's,
any city
I
in
think
the world.
double that, and that's how many Xbox Live subscribers you have.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's more than that.
Is it?
It's more than 8 million Xbox Live.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I thought that was like the last
something like
number
14. I think.
But even so, whatever. I haven't been too happy with what's come on Wii thus far. I would like to see a good motion control game. That's why I bought a Wii. That's why I was showing up launch day to find something that would.
I'll again say Red Steel 2 is pretty good.
I know, but I wouldn't. I don't think
so
I'd line
weird.
up for Red Steel 2.
How did that?
I wouldn't.
You don't have to. It's
I wouldn't.
cheap.
You could just go get it. Like
It's an Ubisoft game. It's already like down to $10.
Whatever.
Ubisoft, very little tolerance for failure.
Speaking of cheap games, we should deal some games. We should deal some illegal games.
I have to unplug. Boom. Let's hear some Donald Save Money Jam. But
my advice, do as I say. Save a little money for a rainy day.
What are you, boy? What are you, boy?
wow, they're so short. Like seriously, if you didn't take advantage of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you're left with slim pickings. You gotta nibble at those tiny flesh on the ribcage bones. This is GameFly's $10 sale. BioShock 2, Transformers War for Cybertron, Splinter Cell Conviction are all $9.99 on GameFly. Used sale.
Yeah.
Used. Speaking of our favorite thing in the world, Move stuff at Costco is apparently $20. Move games. Kung Fu Rider, iPet, Start the Part. Michael, did you review that?
No.
Start the Part?
I did not review Start the
What
Party.
does that mean?
Oh, start the party.
Okay.
You're saying that my comma represents a Y. I understand.
Start the party.
What about Sport Champion? What did I get wrong in that one?
Isn't that the one that comes with Move?
No idea.
Wait, is there really a game called Sport Champions?
Sports Champions.
Sports game
that
for
is
me.
Plural, because plural makes that better.
Yeah, that is the Move equivalent of Wii Sports.
It's clearly superior to Wii Sports.
If I may duck back
It's the only launch game that actually spurred any interest because it has a gladiator mode where you can fight with somebody else using one-to-one move commands.
That's what I sort of tried to point out with Epic Mickey. Like Epic Mickey has are the controls better than Mario Sunshine, where like Mario's running around and spraying water? That's 510 Brother Panda. I'm acknowledging you. Better than what? Because almost no Wii game, Move game, or Kinect game have ever asked you to do that in like a dynamic circumstance. It's sort of like hit the clay pigeons as they come at you, or point at the soccer balls. This is like strafing and running around.
Game, man. Point
strafing and running around and painting. Like I've never done anything like that in a game, and I can't believe that. But it's only because nobody has ever fucking tried. Nobody has ever tried.
That kind of sums up development on the Wii right there.
I'd say the Move and Connect as well.
I really like waggle at the image on the screen. It's a good game.
Yes. God damn it! When that system first came out, they were fucking QuickTime events, cutscenes, where I'd be falling off a cliff, and it would just say shake the controller hard.
Yeah.
It was like there were like 7 games totally non-related where I'm just falling off a cliff and I have to shake the controller. I have to shake both controllers hard, and that's what you do. And then like I was playing at Thanksgiving over the holidays. I was at a house. They turned on Wii Golf, and nobody could play. I'm like, here's what you do: pretend your arm belongs to a robot. Do not move it at all. Like pretend you're warming up for 4th grade gym class, and you're moving your arm backward. Swing the golf club with one hand like that. You'll master every game. You're wrong. No, I didn't buy the system for that. Hey, you won. What about bowling? Let go of the trigger when you're pointed at the ceiling.
Did you see that? What's the connector racing game called?
Strike every time.
Joyride. You saw the video of the guy sitting there doing absolutely nothing and coming in third?
The game actually penalizes you if you try.
Yeah, he came in 3rd place and
Lizzie and I played
sat
that.
there, did nothing.
Liz and I played that at one of their Connect launch events, and it was like, yeah, this is...
I'm allowed to be disappointed about what's... But I don't want to completely throw out motion controls altogether.
I was so much more interested in that when it was just like a free XBLA title.
Yeah.
You had played with an actual controller.
With an analog stick.
I know.
Oh, my God.
That was actually kind of fun.
I could click the R2 stick to honk the horn. Can you imagine that? Oh, those were the days.
Guys, we've been in game deals for like 5 minutes.
Excuse me.
All of this is tainted.
Amazon is a bunch of shit this week. Sly Collection is $29.99 with free shipping.
Go buy it.
Buy it.
Buy it. God damn you.
It's amazing. Buy it. Buy even if you don't have a PS3.
If you don't have any money, buy it. If you're struggling to buy food for your family.
If you hate video games, buy it.
Yes, if you have 3 children, they can all eat one Sly Cooper. Also, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, $7.99. I love platformers.
That's barely a platformer.
It is until like
nuts and bolts of a
10 hours
platformer.
in where it becomes like, hey, build a rocket.
I don't want to build a rocket.
I know. I want it. DKC Returns is $43.54 at Amazon. Epic Mickey is $44.99 with a $10 games credit if you have Prime. Gran Turismo 5 is $55.99 with $10 future game credit, regardless of if you have Prime. The best game deal of the week. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Uno.
No.
Uno.
No.
Uno is 99 cents in the PSN store.
What?
Would you buy that for $1?
Chris.
Why would you wait? Why would you hold out on me this entire podcast? With
Uno
for 99 cents.
Uno, motherfucker, Uno. What?
Uno.
I would have I would have not been in the podcast if I known I could have been buying Uno all night.
Uno. Yeah.
No, Brett, you did.
Brett doesn't have a real strategy. He relies on wild cards to get where he needs to be.
I just throw 6s and 3s. And,
Dan Amrick loved Uno. Don't make fun
of
it.
Uno, especially on the 360,
it's good.
It's always like, I have 4 minutes. Yeah. What's going to load up immediately? Find me a server and be able to get me through a game in 4 minutes. And I play Uno a lot on the 360.
Oh wait! Quickly, hold it! Don't close out game deals.
Hold on.
No!
Not close.
Otherwise, I can't say it.
Not close.
Now we're in game deals limbo.
Amazon said they were doing a like 17 days of game
They
deals, so it's like Cyber Monday's over and all that bullshit's over. But like, there's Amazon Games has its own Twitter as well as.
I'll Twitter almost every game.
I tweet a lot of them as well because I don't know. I'm really interested to see what they do, but like, just fucking pay attention to Amazon because the next 17 days there'll be some random shit.
Or follow me on Twitter, like I did in Twitter that Hello Kitty was on sale today.
What's next? You can close game deals now, by the way.
Can I?
Yeah, go for it.
I am going to switch this out.
I do have a sound effect I want to load for you at some point. Maybe at the end.
Okay.
At the end, when
I have some
deathbed,
I have some contest winners.
Sound effect.
If all I did was a sound effect, I'd encapsulated my whole life. Maybe I would remember where I buried the treasure I left to you guys.
It's underneath a pile of rocks in Georgia.
Oh, it's underneath a giant X to sea factors.
Underneath
I was trying to make a Shawshank reference, but I don't remember where the rocks were buried.
Where the rocks were buried. Say what to me.
There it is.
Say what to me.
The rocks were buried on top of the fence.
A little field where it looked like no one's been in a long time. Say what to me.
You'll see a tree.
You'll see a tree.
And then you'll find me painting a boat on the ocean.
Yep. Surprise, he's been in prison for 20 years. It's a mall!
What a twist.
Contest winners. We have 510 Brother Panda winning the DK shirt with a dick ton of Donkey Kong puns, none of which I have written down. You know who won the Transformers War for Cybertron thing? Hank Venture.
Hank.
Hank Venture.
Hank Venture.
Hank Venture. Oh, Hank. Oh, God, I'm just... Hank. Oh,
Princess Tiny Feet.
Princess Tiny Feet. Oh, the urges, Hank Venture. Smikey...
what did he say for his answer?
Who the fuck cares? I've been using a random number generator. I'm judging like 16 contests every other day.
Fair enough.
Smiggy 1123 won the AC Broho OST. Hopefully you can figure that out enough to message me with your address. I'll contact all of you if I really fucking have to, but you know how to find me.
Please save Chris the time and just request your price.
We have a community
Demand
segment,
your
and I'm
prize.
sorry I just got back in. I was checking a lot of recent messages in Facebook email. Malachi says, I'm very happy about this. Malachi says, hey Chris, I thought you would like to hear this. Last week my dog became a father to a litter of 6 cute as hell. My parents and the owner, cute as hell puppies. Don't insult the way I'm talking. This is just how the guy wrote the thing, Michael. I know you're freaking out right now. Cute as hell puppies. My parents and the owners of the mother decided that they would get 3 each to give away or keep when they're old enough to leave their mother. My parents said I could name them as we are keeping one, and their dad is my dog. That sounds really weird. And giving the others to family friends. I decided to name them Antista, Brelston, and Michael.
Fucking cunt.
Which one do you think they're keeping?
I don't know.
Anybody want to take a guess? Time for my button.
I'm gonna guess Antista.
Ooh,
just because
Michael.
that's the best name for a dog.
Even my parents haven't come to visit me since they've been out here. So
Yes, they have. You had your mom comment on GTA 4.
All right.
In that room.
It was funnier the other way, but that's okay.
There's a video on the side.
All right. All right.
Go find the video of Chris's mom. I dare you.
She's such a cunt.
Chris's mom has got it going on.
No, she doesn't.
You're right.
She doesn't. If you've ever wanted to see what Santa Claus looked like shaven, that's my mother.
Oh, so mean.
No, they kept. We're keeping Brelston, but the person I'm giving Antista to is also a TDar fan. I thought you'd like to hear that. Michael is going to my friends of my parents.
Oh, that's good.
Wow,
Well, the trusted people. I'm going to a friend.
I would like regular updates on all 3 of these dogs.
Please, can someone keep a blog?
Sort of imagine, Michael is being placed on a treadmill or a conveyor belt that's leading into an open furnace.
I bet I end up euthanized way before you.
Meanwhile,
you're on. Yes, let's do this.
It's a bet.
High five.
Let's have a serious bet about which dog will be put down first.
And Twild cries
I will make
himself
it
to sleep at night.
No, he didn't make it. He didn't make it.
He didn't make it out of the doggy veg hole.
He was the cunt.
is that
He
what
was the cunt
happened?
of the litter, and the cunt of the shitter, and he didn't make it through.
By the way, you're saying that in a British sense.
I
by
am.
the way.
What? I thought I was.
Yeah, it's just totally, everyone's a
He was this cunty dog who was cunting around, and he didn't make it through the shitter.
What it was like?
Maybe he's come from butts. I'm glad we.
I was giving Mike Krim a ride home, and he was saying that like someone quoted, it was Activision quoted us as saying Black Ops is brilliant.
Yeah, I found out. Yeah.
Where did
And
that
it was from a UK preview.
It was from the preview that Charlie and Nathan Irvine wrote together
Yes.
about. It was specifically referencing the wager modes, that they were brilliant, that idea was brilliant,
Right.
and they kind of took it and used it.
Well, no, but Grim and I were talking like British people don't even know they're saying brilliant. It's just like a mumble for them. It's like a cough for them. It's brilliant. It's just great, brilliant. You know, it's just
that's true.
brilliant.
That's true.
Like
probably-
brilliant
they
doesn't
probably
mean
wake up-
brilliant to them. It just means
They probably wake up saying it from nightmares.
it's like a pronoun. It doesn't.
Fucking brilliant nightmare I just had, eh?
Brilliant.
That's all. So anyway, like they should specify when they use a quote in an ad, like if it's the word brilliant, if
Not
it was
really.
from a British person.
They always
or
ask.
not,
They always
because
ask for your
that's-
permission. Was I telling? Did I
they
mention
do.
that on the podcast?
They usually do.
The EA asked for my. They wanted permission for the Need for Speed quote, and Eric wasn't here, and I'm like, well, I'll handle this. and what I've been trying to do for the whole time, I've only seen it once. Jeremy Parrish from One Up gets his name in front of his outlet,
Right.
And I'm like,
Wow.
can we get permission to use a quote? And I'm like, you can if you use my name in front of the outlet. Why would we do that? And like, I don't know. Fucking film critics are nobodies. Sony used a fake one for 4 years. No one gave a shit. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just extra text for you. Put my fucking name in there. Maybe I want to apply for a job somewhere else. But yeah, like, and it was. They?
Or
I don't
do you
know,
not know
actually.
yet?
I don't know. I think the only Need for Speed commercials I've seen are the Entourage guys, and they don't need.
No, they don't need. Chris
They don't
Antista
need
says these Entourage guys are
They
right.
don't need at the bottom of the screen what's essentially wingdings underneath Johnny Drama. In the phenomenal
What
turtle.
the fuck were we talking about?
We were going to talk about how I'm going to lightly, in lieu of nothing else to do.
Chris,
in
the
lieu
mic
of
is
nothing
not a
else
box
right
of
to
beers.
do. Hey, people can hear me. I edit this thing every week.
Then why do you get on our fucking cases?
Because
you're Johnny Drama.
Because you talk like you talk like you're hiding in an air conditioner from an alien that's going to eat you until you've had 3 beers.
It's on.
Hold on.
Michael's
You want to hear my
shirt.
impression? The TalkRadar listeners are going to go crazy. Here's my impression of Tyler Wilde in the first 20 minutes of any podcast. Yeah. So, like, I played metal.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
You really got his number.
Thank you. Do I have the sound effects plugged back in? There's only one way to tell.
My number, by the way,
With a
is,
plug.
18.
Yeah.
So let's.
Oh, you looked at me really like you're really mad.
Let's move to the next something else.
Don't you dare move this organic podcast along when we're all really tired and want to go home.
Okay. And sweating.
We're gonna go into light dream sequence.
Oh my God.
What? It's a light dream sequence,
Can
and
you open
it's
the
by
door?
RF Switchblade, which is a creative name, and I think you all deserve to
I
acknowledge
like
it.
it. RF Switchblade.
Will you fix your fucking? Will you fix your Justin Bieber hair enough to put your headphones on?
It is on.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm seeing right now.
They are on.
Are we
I'm
going
seeing
to
them.
do phone calls? Who are you
We're gonna do
guys?
phone calls.
Where
but
am
I want Brett to fix what's going on with his hair.
What
There's a little
is
bit of
this?
Justin Bieber, and I see a little Roger Klotz in the back.
It's the same haircut I've had for like 5 years.
Roger Klotz.
Before Bieber was born.
Jesus, what a reference.
All right, let's. What? What are you talking about?
I'm glad I made you self-conscious.
Your hair looks fine.
Let's do this.
Your hair looks good.
Can anybody find me the
That
bottle
looks
opener?
more Skeeter Valentine.
Skeeter. Ow! It's the bad
Also, I like
impression.
your 36 o'clock shadow.
Here, we'll do this instead.
Apocalypse clock shadow.
Oh, I can't. I've got like the high school scruff going on.
You have the Canadian puberty look going on right now.
I've got a 14-year-old who forgot to shave going on.
I'm sorry, really, the Canadian puberty.
The Canadian puberty. Combine that with a Canadian tux.
Dream segment by... Stop it! Don't harp on
I
this.
like that new word, though.
It'll only be here longer.
Can you open the door?
Man.
Oh, what a long one. RF Switchblade. I hope this... when I was young, I had a dream that I was playing in what looked like a McDonald's playland. Is everybody there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Only it was in the middle of an abandoned mall.
No.
And there was only one other kid playing there. My mom was in a trench coat. Everybody pause to empty your erection. There you go. For some reason, and she was sitting in a chair facing the opposite direction as me. I then noticed that the playland was suspended by metal bars only about 1 inch over a pool of thick black liquid. The other children had beckoned me to touch said liquid and then evaporated into steam as he ran around the corner. I touched the liquid, now very frightened. As the ripples pervade the calm fluid, a large...
Wait, are we still doing his mom?
Yes. I'm sure that's at the end. It's probably like this giant train where his mother does not have a hole unfilled. Probably implodes.
And turns into a centipede.
As the
Centipede that crawls out of its own vagina.
Yeah, the human Tinker Toy part. the center of the Tinker Toy Ferris wheel. That's what his mother is. As the ripples pervade the calm fluid, a large purple tentacle emerges from the depths, ripping through the standard Playland fabric mesh, grabbing me as tight as it can. I scream to my mother like a child does, "Help!" And she appears to die, falling out of her chair, empty pill bottles spilling from her purse. Odd, because my mother wasn't taking any medication at the time. IRL. The tentacle pulls me under the mysterious substance. It stings my eyes like salt water. It seems to be 60 feet deep. I break through
precisely 60 feet.
I break through.
It seemed
fathoms, not leaks.
I like that. I also like that he used IRL to describe the non-dream world.
He used parentheses. I break through the surface on the other side, revealing a new area with floating platforms I'm not standing on, and a sky that consists of endless darkness filled with blue and yellow circles of flashing light.
So he's playing Epic Mickey.
Suddenly, a large metal ball appears filled with the same black
Every word in
substance,
this is so
sporting 8
sexual.
tentacles, 2 Bowser-like feet, and a circular boat window. I try to run up and fight it, and wake up and tell my parents. Crazy, I know I had this dream when I was about 7. What does history mean?
Well, puberty was on its way because every other word in that was fill or tentacle or liquid.
Sometimes I do consider myself a master of dream reading, but I do think I project too much of myself into my dream reading, and a lot of this looks like a fear of growing up. You watch children decide to make the passageway and evaporate into what you consider a black void filled with tentacles.
Oh, your mother dying as well is it's the person who's
his mother
it's like an end of
childhood
It's like an end of the reliance on her.
But it has more to do with his reliance on his mother than his mother's reliance on him.
Well, right.
The minute he wants to move into adulthood,
and the purple tentacle represents Day of the Tentacle.
Well, the blue girl, I thought that was obvious.
Blue girl.
I thought,
more Overfiend than the Blue Girl. Which, kids, if you haven't seen your classic hentai, I don't know what to do with you.
I really recommend a couple of gel tabs or some peyote and just watching.
If you want to watch F3, I mean that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, a little demon beast invasion now and again.
There were a lot of fluids
and
in that
Dragon
dream.
Pink,
I don't know
I
what
think.
that is.
But there were a lot of fluids, and the colors black, yellow, and
fluids.
blue. Does that mean anything to anybody? Does that mean anything funny to anybody?
Just fell out of my chair.
Black, yellow,
I got it.
blue,
It's a Batman Happy Meal.
Oh, I was gonna say
it is with the flying disc lids from Batman Returns.
I was gonna say it's like a hooker's
house.
bruise.
All 6?
Yes.
All right.
No, I have 4 or 5.
I was quizzing you. You lost.
I have 4 or 5 at home.
Sorry.
I took a picture of him and twittered it.
I can't believe this.
I tweeted me opening Metroid for the first time. I was so happy.
Oh, I love the one with you, excited and DuckTales on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Brett, went home for Thanksgiving and was tweeting pictures of
I went through all these old
him
photo
as a
albums.
child.
I found, all these pictures that I totally forgot about. Like me opening my NES, my Game Boy, DuckTales for NES, Metroid.
His little heart all
My dad,
fluttering.
who's a super liberal guy, totally into the arts, didn't like video games, and I got all my video games in kind of secret between some shame with my mother and myself. I'd have to do something if you paint this section of the wall and don't tell your father, I'll get you a 64.
He won't notice. He can't tell the difference between.
And I remember unwrapping one game in my life, and that was Jeopardy 25th Anniversary Edition.
Fuck. You lucky son of a bitch. I would have killed.
Well, I did unwrap a Saturn one year, and that had 3 games in it. Oh man.
Shit.
Virtua Cop, Daytona USA, and the other one I can't.
Virtua Fighter, I would assume.
Oh, it was. It was Virtua Fighter 2.
Yes.
So his dream means I don't want to grow up.
I see. Are you ready for phone calls then? Because I didn't gather question of the week responses because I wasn't involved. Therefore, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's not true.
That's rude.
It
It
is
was about Thanksgiving memories.
but
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll let that part
Let's go.
Well, I'll open the thread and see what I can find.
Damn it, Brett.
We did do several phone calls last week, so if there's any from last week, we may have already done them.
No, these are all new.
Hey, TalkRadar, Batman5273.
Love you.
I wanted to call in today and wish Michael a happy 5-year anniversary at Games
Oh, shit. We were just talking about that.
To wish him another 5. But happy anniversary, Michael.
Thank you. I'll be fired tomorrow.
What the fuck? I had a 5-year. No,
That's true, but you didn't tweet about it.
I did.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
By the way, Chris and I've been here 4 years now. Chris, almost 4 years.
I feel like I was born here. But in complete and total honesty, whatever life I had before this does not exist. All my friends, I don't remember any of that. It doesn't seem to be I go back home yeah, I did used to do. Oh yeah, for 20 years I hung out with you guys.
Yeah, over the Thanksgiving break, I hung out with some old high school friends. It was weird.
And it's not I'm grown out of you guys. You guys are awesome.
What? It's a picture of us in the forums for the question of the week responses of us seeing those movies at Castro Theater.
Oh, I see.
I know it's your 5-year anniversary, but we got photos of
Hey, TalkRadar guys, it's Levy from the forums. I was just wanting to say that I, this holiday season, am thankful for you. You've made my life so much brighter. Yeah.
You're damn straight.
Even though I'm Canadian, I get caught up in your assholes' festive spirits in November.
Get out of Chris's asshole.
I do prefer it in October, though, because I look outside and I see 4 feet of snow.
Canadian Thanksgiving, October, by the way.
I kind of fucking hate Canada.
Why?
But, yeah.
Hey.
Just keep up the good work. It really means a lot to me. Manitoba says hi.
Build a snowman that looks like Tyler.
Manitoba.
Next phone call.
That was nice.
Hey guys, this is KO Can Kid from the forums. My question isn't really video game related, it's more Transformers related.
Yes.
Brett just perks right the hell up.
Moving on.
No, wait.
Hi, Tom.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear that.
TalkRadar, this is
What?
Group All the Way 247, and it is Thanksgiving, and I would just like to wish you guys a happy
That's
Thanksgiving.
nice.
even
I wanna
though
know
it
his
would be after
question.
the
No, it doesn't involve
play this
stupid toys with weird
ever.
voices.
So, yeah, happy Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
guys.
Judd
Keep up the
Nelson,
great
Robert
work.
Stack, Orson Welles, Leonard Nimoy.
Yes.
Those are terrible voices.
You happy?
Yeah.
I am Galvatron.
Every other
Forget all you do. I'm Richard Nixon, and I'll transform into a robotic phone call.
How you doing? Almost asking on the forum. I'm standing outside Old Navy right now, and
Why?
it's fucking cold out. Let
Getting
me know
some
and trying to
performance
get
fleece.
damn
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My connected to imaginary right now. We're listening to episode 129 and having a great conversation about random weird Connect games. Keep up the good work, guys, and thanks for keeping me occupied while I freeze my ass off.
No problem, buddy.
He's waiting for the Dance Central at Old Navy.
It's like $25 for a bunch of really cheap clothing made by Taiwan Fingers.
Old Navy.
Children
Old
Fingers.
Navy. Old Navy.
Yeah,
sweatshop.
they don't sing that part. They don't sing that part in there. How it's made by slave labor. But a $25 Dance Central is not something you can ignore.
No,
it's just like the $20.
I think
Rock
even
Band
those
last
children
year.
would approve.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't
Slave
approve,
labor
but they would
approves.
understand.
They would understand.
They would most certainly
So,
understand.
more about this guy and his Transformers question.
I already deleted.
What?
All right, here you go.
Transformers movie for weeks. I finally took it upon myself to watch it, and I agree with him. It's rather amazing, especially since I
like
saw the original series on DVD not too long ago.
It's
So I'm
terrible.
able to compare it. Yeah, it's way, way, way better than the cartoon was. But my question is, would it make sense for Unicron to be in the new Transformers movie? Or would that just make too much fucking sense, and Michael Bay wouldn't want that?
Nothing
Because
makes
in my
sense.
opinion, like, it seems to scream that it'd be Unicron. It would only make sense, because isn't it supposed to be like the last movie? Anyway, what do you guys think?
Here's what you have to
I feel
understand.
like that idea is too big for these shitty movies. Like,
Yes, there's no comic relief. You can't hire Anthony Anderson to like sweep the deck of the Unicron.
Like
not again!
It's too big an idea. Like in animation, you can get that big, but like this movie, I don't know how you can have Linkin Park sing a song about Unicron. So they're not going to do that.
Every time I hear you guys say Unicron, I just think of the way Michael pronounced Dracula. And that it's unicorn. You're just pronouncing unicorn wrong.
Man, I'm going to go out in the forest with the Virgin and track me some Unicrons.
Unicrons and Draculars.
I don't believe for a second that that'll be part of the movie. They brought
Get a
Unicron back.
Dracula on a Unicron.
They brought Unicron back for like Transformers Armada, and I thought it was a pretty tame version of it.
There's one thing you didn't consider. Who cares?
He does because he asked Christopher, or should I call you Topher?
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind.
I think it's pretty likely just because I think Michael Bay would like something that big that he can film in like incomprehensible close-up
And not have to
like,
think of.
like
Yeah.
every shot would have an incomprehensible close-up of something metal.
If he
and
wants
then,
to.
like when it explodes, you just see like this, gigantic red lens flare, which is the center of the explosion, and all the fun stuff is happening somewhere off screen.
Yes.
If he did it, it would be like he's not a robot planet that eats other robot planets. It would be like his name is Unicron, and he's just a really big transformer.
Turns out to be a giant
film could be.
He's gonna be Galactus.
It's a giant CGI Bernie Mac.
All right.
I can't talk like Bernie Mac because I can't.
Bernie
understand
Mac is
Bernie
back.
Yeah. It's a show about bad accents. That's all I'm saying. I don't remember what phone. That's the one.
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Strangle Me.
Strangle Me,
thank
what
you
up?
guys. I just really want to thank you guys for making TalkRadar 129. You guys
You're
didn't
welcome.
Have to do
Three
that.
of us
Brett,
are very
Charlie,
welcome.
Tyler, Michael, and Carolyn, thank you so much for doing that because I really, really didn't expect that to come. So
It's mostly
that
me
was
and
good
Henry.
to hear that. And also, I'm calling to say, Tyler, you are so lucky to have the mother that you do. I'm so jealous of that.
What?
You have a mother that you can share video games with and really connect with her on a different level, a level that many people will never ever get to see, with their moms or dads.
You're right.
And that's amazing, bro. That's really good.
My mother.
Anyway, love
It's
the
very
fucking podcast as usual. And Chris, where the fuck are you? Working too hard. You should have been on 129. That's all good. Take care, guys, and happy belated Thanksgiving. Bye.
It was Turkalicious.
I love how no matter what he says, everything's all good.
It's very cool.
It's all good.
It's always very cool.
It's always all good. He's right, though.
I
love
would
my
like
mother.
to connect with your mother. Now,
No!
you know I'm leading to a joke, but I want you to guess where.
Shit. Phone calls.
I think this will be a surprise. It'll surprise you what I actually want to do with your mother.
Where you go? You want to play? You want to play some Connect with my mom?
No,
You want to
no,
play
no,
Donkey
no.
Kong
This
Country
is-
2?
It's slightly sexual.
Only slightly or entirely?
No, but I mean, like, we have to be new to do it.
You have to be nude. You want to go skinny
Yeah.
dipping? You want
No,
You want to
that's
be
gross,
nudist?
dude. It's your mom.
You want to go to Germany?
No,
I don't.
No, what I want to do is take a trip with her up to the space shuttle, and then I want to have two people to throw us together, and we'll both hold our legs behind her head.
Okay.
And we'll come together right at the little spot between.
You want to give my mom ass cancer?
No. That is not my intention.
You're gonna give her your hemorrhoids.
No. I will wear a Metroid condom.
That's how hemorrhoids are spread. I mean, Chris had to do
Yeah,
it
he's
with
gonna
that with
wear.
somebody
He's gonna wear.
previously.
He's gonna wear a phase-on suit.
I would like to do a beautiful
wanna
space
touch
scene of us
assholes.
both completely still, and we both come at each other with our legs behind our heads, like held by our necks.
Yeah.
Imagine.
No, I don't want to imagine this. You fucking.
And we just.
Why do you have to do this with Tyler's mother?
Because I know what my mom looks like and you don't. So I
do
can
too.
imagine this and you can't.
She looks just like you.
I don't want to
with
imagine
long hair and smaller tits.
Oh, is that what this is about?
Hey.
And then we touch, and then we just touch taints and slightly bounce apart. And that's it. And that's all we have with one another. But it's live streaming on CNN, so the world doesn't forget it. The world doesn't forget it at all. Like the first two,
The first zero-G taint high five.
yes, the first two ambidextrous perverts.
I taint.
Next phone call.
Next phone call.
Hey guys, this is Apollo Mask from a single forum post. I just want to say that your podcast almost killed me.
Yay.
I like listening to it while I work
But
out.
it wasn't
and one point
successful.
While bench pressing about 70 pounds, I laughed so hard at Optimus Prime saying "sex fuck." I almost crushed my own neck with the weight.
Oh.
Never change, guys, and I hope one day you kill me. Bye-bye.
When did he say sex fuck?
Was I not there?
What?
I don't remember that.
Sex fuck.
That's
Sex
great.
fuck. That's my favorite Tom Jones song.
It's not unusual.
Yo, my sex.
The
fuck.
sex fuck.
Sex fuck, sex fuck.
I can't believe they played it on the radio. Right, that was too literal. I'm sorry.
Hey there, TalkRadar. Won the boner here from the forums.
Sex fuck.
I'm just calling because it's Sunday night, and I recently read that Leslie Nielsen died, and I got
very sad.
super
While I was on a
depressed.
plane, remember?
I drink myself into a drunken stupor, knowing full well I have classes in the morning, and completely fuck up my schedule. But instead, I listened to an episode of TalkRadar like I do every day, and it put me in a good mood instantly. So I just want to say thank you for making me laugh and put me in a good mood. Thank you.
Glad we could
Bye.
make someone feel better about Leslie Nielsen's death.
You're welcome.
I would like to
That's
remind
what
you
I
all,
was gonna
though,
Leslie
that
Nielsen's inevitable death.
when I fly,
He's been 65 for the last 20 years.
When I fly-
He was typecast as 90 like 40 years ago.
when I fly on an airplane,
But he opened the pod.
a celebrity dies.
No.
Michael Jackson, Bernie Mac.
You did.
Motherfucker.
Why'd
Leslie
you have
Nielsen.
to take one of the good ones?
And you knew this before you got on the plane.
Who's the other guy?
Take the fucking train.
There's
If
no
you're gonna keep killing celebrities, Elston.
Did you kill Ledger too?
No, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you?
It wasn't you.
That wasn't me.
Was it a car trip? Tell me now.
What were you doing?
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Did you go on a boat?
I was at home. Normal transportation.
Did you go on a skidoo?
I'm just saying, I'm flying home for Christmas, so if you're
Damn it!
if you're over 80 or in poor health,
Brett, after no thought, I think you're an an unnatural element. Once you're taken out of your physical space that you're comfortable with, you exude a bad aura that murders Californian celebrities. I don't like this. I
loved Lester.
You're confined to the hate.
I love
Would you
Lester.
call it lower, up, or hate?
I'd call it middle.
Give me a street.
Lower.
Give me a street.
No.
Next phone call.
Hey guys, I was just wondering what's the best way to contact you with music we've created for the podcast, or just music we found that we really like and isn't
I would say call on the hotline, but
copyrighted or under copyright laws.
I would say
That's all. Thank you. Love the podcast. Bye.
Forums. Oh, well, hold on. In order, Twitter. Send me the. Send me.
I always see shit on
Yeah,
Twitter.
I'll see shit on Twitter on my phone. I'll see it everywhere. I can't check GamesRadar forums, PMs on my phone. But then GamesRadar main site, profile messages, forum, PMs. That's the best way to get in touch with me, and I think all of us, right? Right.
Yeah,
or knock on our door.
I mean, Twitter's the easiest, but if there was a second one, it would be our profile pages on GamesRadar. Yeah.
What up, TalkRadar? This is Chris from New Jersey, and I'm listening to TalkRadar!
Yeah!
Woo! I'm also listening to this new band that I found called Reign of Kindo. They're actually a jazz progressive rock band, and they just came out with this new album composed of all 8-bit music from their previous album.
Huh.
So I'm just going to play a little sample. It's pretty awesome, right?
It's really good.
Yeah, 8 bits transmitted through a phone, through a
All right,
speaker.
That's it. I just wanted to let you guys know
through a
about that because
laptop.
I'm trying to get the name out there. You guys are amazing.
We got
I love
about a
the
quarter
podcast.
of a
Listen
bit.
every week religiously. You guys make my life worth living. Goodbye.
That's a lot of pressure.
Thank you for the recommendation, sir.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Roman Antista here. I'd just like to say November 29th, my 18th birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Let's
hope
get
you
some
play
sex.
this.
Happy
Thanks.
birthday to
Bye.
you.
Okay.
Wow,
Buy
dude.
cigarettes
Oh,
and
my
porn.
goodness.
Have fun.
I think he
Buy
was,
cigarettes, jerk off, join the army.
I think he was just deleted from the Encom system.
I know, what the
Phone call.
hell?
Hey, TalkRadar. This is Bone Squad on the forums. I was wondering, Chris, what did you think of the last two Disney animated films? That is, last year's Princess Frog and this year's
Great.
Rapunzel. I'm going to call it that because Tangled is a retarded
I haven't
name.
seen it.
So I thought they were both good. I think Tangled was definitely better if the music sucked, but it was
music's
definitely
terrible.
more beautiful.
Is it terrible?
I hate it.
Nice, colorful instead of browns and grays. So I almost want to go see it again.
Let's do it, sir.
I don't know how to end this call, so
Ask me out. Just do it. God.
I
He's
saw
gone.
I saw
Gone.
Tangled because my niece wants to go every time I go home, and it's funny as I told her I'm not seeing Yogi Bear, and she was like, "Oh, Brett won't."
You sure
go
it
see.
wasn't with your wife?
She said Brett won't go see Uncle. Brett won't go see Yogi Bear. So she already knows I'm not seeing a fucking movie, but I did see Tangled, and it was okay, but like it was very much another. Like the 3D was good, and the CG was good, like the animation and all that stuff. It was a very pleasant movie to look at. But like the trailers led me to believe that Rapunzel, it was going to be that she was going to do a lot of crazy stuff with her hair, like kung fu stuff, or
like marionette someone to be.
or like elaborate things, and it doesn't really happen all that much. It happens a couple times, and there's a horse in it that's hilarious. I think the horse was really funny. But
I've heard the horse is the standout.
Yeah,
star.
the horse was great.
But he is also the most typical looking Disney character in the
Yeah.
whole fucking movie. He looks like every Disney horse that's ever.
He really does. But like the other characters, like the rogue with a heart of gold, the naive princess, the king and queen who never talk and are adults and therefore aren't allowed to speak. Like, of course.
Did you see Princess and the Frog?
No.
No? Okay.
But
I
like
thought I
this,
let you borrow it.
But like the songs in that movie.
You gave it back to me in like a day. I just didn't.
No, that was Godzilla vs. Michael.
I was Carolyn actually.
Yeah, we still have Princess and the Frog.
Oh, okay.
We did watch Sleeping Beauty in a day.
It's cool. Sleeping Beauty is cool.
That was cool. I like how flat it is. I enjoy it. Yeah, like so many animation now. It's like we got to have a 3D element, like some kind of computer generated background or something. But like Sleeping Beauty is so
there's an artistic style to it.
It's so 2D animation.
I
that
never
I'm
thought
like,
of it as flat. I just
it looks
I look
really
at it, it's very
distinct.
angular. Everything is very
Yeah,
rectangular.
it looks like they drew it with protractors and compasses and shit.
I think Princess and the
bad
Frog,
thing.
I thought it was fucking fantastic. I mean,
But like Tangled, the songs are really crap, and they end with like, and like the sustained note, and birds go flying to the sky, and then I can't believe I did it. It's just terrible.
My wish came true.
It's like the most literal, and like I know that's how musicals work, but this Disney movies aren't supposed to be musicals. They're just supposed to be movies with a lot of musical elements.
Can someone make a novelty account called Tangle Me and just write just write in musical songs?
Yo,
from
what up?
Tangled?
I'm talking to you from fucking this tower in Brooklyn. Yo, I'm gonna let my hair down for some knight in shining armor.
Oh, your fuck ass hair.
Yo, it's Tangle Me. Tangle Me.
I didn't think the movie was terrible. I
thought it was great.
I thought the music was garbage.
I would go
I thought the
watch it.
movie itself was fine.
I would go home and watch it tonight if I still had it.
Tangled?
No, Princess and the Frog.
Oh. Well, I would love to watch Star Trek, the
Star
first
Trek,
season of Next Generation.
No, you wouldn't.
Actually, last night, Carolyn wanted to watch it. We had to watch season...
Take it. It's on Netflix.
We had to watch season 2.
I'd watch it if Picard sang "Friends on the Other Side." Yeah.
Oh, I got friends
Chris,
on the
Chris
other
knows.
side.
Keith David, fantastic musical number.
I would watch the second season of Star
I
Trek.
fucking hate musical numbers, but that was great.
Star Trek: The Next Generation if it looked more like the holodeck was on the inside of a U-Haul.
I don't get it.
Do you remember the inside of the holodeck?
I do very
Have
well.
you moved any furniture?
Yes.
We've made this connection. Next phone call.
Black with a orange grid?
On the forums. I was wondering,
fucking
Chris,
moving company
what
do you
you
use?
think the last two Disney animated... Hey guys, this is Samael. I called in a long time ago and gave everybody various food scents so Chris wouldn't feel hurt, but it wasn't really funny, and I'm fine with it having not been played yet. I have a slightly more serious question this time. Months ago, one of your sister magazines or such gave Quantum Theory a 3. I gotta say, I'm curious as to how you review something when it gets down to 4 and lower. What makes a game horrible enough to be a 3, but not shitty enough to be a 2, or even a 1? Thanks a trillion for playing this. You guys are my idols, and I love the show with all of my shriveled black heart. Urban cheese!
When you get below 5, it's whatever number sounds funniest.
Yeah, when you get below 5, it's really just, degrees of spite.
Yeah.
It's like, how much did I fucking hate this
How
game?
much? Yeah.
Part of my complaint
How much did it hurt
on
you
the
to
way
play
we
it?
use the scale. Like most games won't get anywhere unless they're rated to be a 7.
Michael's phone's ringing.
It's an accident if a game is less than a 7.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Well,
or it's licensed off of property.
Everybody complains about the scores are between 7 and 10. Nobody uses the full scale. That's not entirely true. It's just
we don't review
every
Hello
game.
Kitty's Princess Palace.
Most games that get released commercially are between 7 and a 10 because there's a lot of work behind them.
And if we reviewed every single PC
most
game
games
that came
we would
out,
bother
a
to
lot
review.
of 2s.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of 2s
that's
if
a good point.
every My Little Pony game we reviewed.
Yeah.
So we don't review games we know are horrible.
Yeah.
It is kind of almost arbitrary.
Quantum
But
Theory,
beyond under 4, it's like, whatever.
Yeah,
It's whatever's funnier.
I think generally anything under a 5 is kind of punishing a game.
That was great about Homely Rollers because I got there and then wow, this is lower than a 5.
I just want to give a review of No.
This is lower than a 4. Oh, this is indefensible. This is
a 1.
Score No.
Did you give it a 0 or
I once
a 1?
gave it 2 to the Shrek GameCube game. I think that's the lowest I've ever scored anything.
What was it?
Huh?
What was it?
What was the Shrek GameCube game?
Yeah.
Party?
Shrek Extra Large?
Score.
2, I said.
Number 2.
The worst score I ever gave, I think, was a 4 to Bomberman Act 0. I think it was a 4 or a 5.
I read that one before I even started working here.
It was a bad
Speaking
game.
of Samael, he sent me a birthday card.
Oh.
Your birthday was months ago.
I know, but I just got here. It was 3 weeks ago. But he also sent a fucking fan fiction in the card, and I haven't read it yet, but I want to read it now.
All right, that supersedes all the fucking phone calls I have. Go ahead.
It says Brett Elston and Chris Antista in The Sweetest Thing. I have not read this.
Can I play some U2 in the background?
Chris Antista was tired. He had spent all of last night reviewing Imagine Pizza Chef for the Wii, and now even the scent of pepperoni made him howl with Italian rage. He needed a calmer food, something sweet and soft. So he found himself staring at the gargantuan cooking wall, a wall of delicious wonders, containing every type of baked delight known to man. There was chocolate chip, M&M, peanut butter, pecan, sugar, and even raisin. But these cookies were lies. He could not reach out and grab one, taste one in its warm, gooey pleasure.
Love one.
He could only stare and wonder at the tantalizing secrets they held. Just as Chris was about to lick the wall in front of him, he heard footsteps behind him. It was Brett Elston, senior Nintendo editor, incorrect, and one of Chris's best friends. Uh-oh. What's up, Helston? Chris asked half-heartedly.
It's all about the Freudian slips today.
It seemed not even a good old pal could shake him out of his stupor. Not much, just doing some research, Brett replied as he looked on the back of a video game box. Cool. It was then Chris noticed what Brett had in his hands and had to stifle a gasp. It was a gargantuan chocolate chip cookie, completely intact and bite-free. Chris began to shake and sweat. Where did you get that? Chris asked, pointing at the cookie, the tip of his tongue crossing his upper lip. Brett looked where Chris was pointing and gave a sub chuckle. Oh, this? Oh, Scott Butterworth. Did you say Scott Butterscotch? Chris interrupted with glee. Brett recoiled in surprise. No, I was saying Scott Butterworth from P-Town brought some cookies in today. I grabbed the last one, he said with a hint of pride. Here,
I would like to see the outward note on that in the back says enjoy.
Yeah, it
says Tyler and Michael there.
It says enjoy.
I've been staring at that the whole time. Like it's just mocking me.
I'll split it with you. Brett broke the cookie in 2 luscious pieces, and Chris watched as the melted chips separated like strands of cheese on a pizza.
Oh, I don't know why that works.
This is kind of making me hungry.
No more pizza today. Only cookies. Brett gave him half, and Chris ate his half with loving care, as though it was the last meal of his life. Brett, however, shoved his down swiftly, not even noticing a sticky chip had gotten caught in the corner of his lips.
You're so careless sometimes.
I just don't care.
Even when we're loving.
I'm busy. Chris certainly noticed, and without thinking, reached out and wiped the chip off with his right index finger.
It's always how it starts.
He then sucked his finger in a suggestive manner, licking it clean. Brett gasped, turned his head, and blushed bright red. Chris grinned, then walked closer to Brett, close enough to see his pants begin to tighten. Chris, what are you? Brett began to stammer. Chris whispered, putting his hand on Brett's long sleeve and short sleeve t-shirt covered waist. Let me show you something even sweeter than chocolate.
It's a wild side.
The end.
That was beautiful.
Woo! I'm glad it ended before I got crass.
I liked that it was PG. Like, it was pretty PG.
That was pretty fantastic.
Well, I would send that to Robert Zemeckis and have him mocap that shit.
My asshole hurt. Oh.
Are we done? Can we do a question of the week?
I don't remember. 42nd. Do we do this one?
Hey lads, it's Breener96 calling again because my last message was dull and quiet.
Dull?
And hopefully this one will be better. But anyway, I was just wondering.
That's a real accent.
I asked the UK crowd this week, well, I haven't heard it yet, but I sent them another message saying, what's your what's your dream gaming setup? However luxurious, the tech, the console, whatever you want there. Maybe it's a gaming PC, I don't know. But yeah, love the show anyway. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before. And never stop, please, ever.
Am I I'm wearing glasses right now to look at multiple screens from far away.
Vision would be your dream gaming setup.
How big is our TV at home?
I don't know.
It's the biggest TV you've ever seen. That's what it is. That's what it is.
No,
it looks like it's 40.
It's like 41 something. But like I'm playing Need for Speed 6 feet away, and I'm having a difficult time seeing where barriers and.
That's not that far away for a 40-inch TV.
Yeah, I think part of it is my eyesight. Part of it is needing a bigger television.
No,
my dream setup.
None of it. Needing a bigger television.
No, it is.
Wear your fucking glasses.
No, I don't want to fucking wear my glasses and push my temples and sit on the crook of my nose. I want my television to be bigger. I want the life to conform around my body.
What about contacts?
Fuck contacts.
Yeah, fuck this proven technology.
You're gonna end up like this guy, always putting drops in his eyes.
I haven't put drops in my eyes in ages.
Is it Charlie I'm talking about?
Into the
Charlie has contacts.
Get a bigger
Charlie
TV.
has contacts.
Should get a bigger TV.
This fucking asshole, Charlie. You wouldn't believe this guy.
Asshole. You wouldn't believe he put it in his eyes.
Yo, so much moisture going into that guy's eyeballs.
I'm the one who pops the lens out in front of everybody, puts it in my mouth, and then puts it back in my eye.
It's so gross. He flips it around like a little acrobat on the tip of his tongue.
Look at this asshole.
He ties that contact in a knot with his tongue.
I do. And then I put it back in my eye.
He's eating a hoagie, putting contacts in.
You stopped using contacts?
Yeah, but only because
you paid $300 for frames of glasses that look exactly like ones I'd pick up at a novelty store.
No. These are fine frames. These are very good.
Respectable.
No, it's all right.
Very respectable.
No, I definitely see the Armani when you turn that way. But other than that, yeah. Yeah, they look like that stuff we picked up for Paul Ryan's birthday.
Die.
Stop it!
That's pretty funny.
Huh?
Correct.
You're just gonna wake up tonight, and you're gonna wake up. All you're gonna see is a glare on my glasses, and I'm standing.
What you should
over
do
your
is
bed.
fold your glasses
You'll look
up.
over and there's a
It
pile
will not
of
happen.
Paul Ryan heads. In
That
the bed
situation,
next to you.
if that situation
5 or 6.
maliciously occurs to you to do, I guarantee I will wake up bench pressing you. I will probably be in like the 20th set. Like, oh, I don't even know why I feel so alive right now. And then it's just Tyler like cowering, shivering in my hands. I'm in my 16th lap.
Yeah.
What you should do is while he's asleep, fold your glasses and put them in his butt.
Don't!
And then he'll
There's
wake
no
up.
telling if they'll ever come out. I don't know how this shit's going to grow back.
No. Don't put them all the
Your
way.
shit will grow back.
Are you sure?
The problem is it
Your
might
shit will, yeah.
Because right now my Play-Doh factory is all manner of fucked.
It might actually, like a tree around a bicycle, grow around my glasses. It'll just like his asshole will.
That's
I
the
don't
problem.
want that.
You got to be careful because if your butt heals, it might heal shut.
I'm already pooping trapezoid logs. This is not fun for anybody.
You need to poop the pizza-shaped shapes.
Oh my god!
Is there a little notch in the log?
Why is there a hole in the middle? Like I thought that was difficult for donuts and bagels to do, but my body does it naturally.
What?
Sure.
What are we talking? What are we doing?
Ending song?
Who are we?
What? Last week's question of the week
Oh, jeez.
Shut up.
was, "What's your favorite Thanksgiving
Come on,
memory?"
man. No. It's 3.5 hours now. Now.
All right. I'm being told to not do question of the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit that out too.
I had 2 thumbs.
We should go. What? Do it next week. Come on. Is it relevant to this week?
No, but it's funny.
Well, we need funny next week because I don't have any.
All right.
Well, we should actually say a question of the
We
week.
need a
shouldn't
new
we?
one.
Oh, we forgot to read the question of the week. Maybe we'll double up next week. Maybe we won't. I wasn't here. I didn't read that shit because it didn't involve me.
It was, "What's your favorite Thanksgiving memory?" But we're pressed for time at the moment.
Yeah.
We doubled up on phone calls, apparently.
Yeah.
And we meandered a whole hell of a lot.
Did we?
Did not.
I could have sworn everybody knows about my hemorrhoid problem.
I would notice that a lot of the UK people were like, "I'm from England. We don't have Thanksgiving."
Well,
You don't?
That's why when I
Well, how
wrote
do
the
you think the
question-
Indians? That should have been funny.
For saving the people you kicked out of the country.
I was with
It
you
should've been
for
funny.
the first 2 words, and then I lost.
Well, who do you celebrate? Who invented the buckle on your hat?
Pilgrim.
What's the question of the week this week?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me? The question of the week is, what's the best video game related pun you can come up with that I can use as a joke next week? Go
You're
for
a
it.
newsman pressed for time.
Fine.
Yes. Like, I got a lot of stories to write, so give me something good.
How about brute force?
No.
TOO.
How about?
Nothing. Thank you for saving me.
I think apologies if we've already done this, but too bad. What's your favorite? Because we gave away a gaming T-shirt this week.
Sure.
I know we've asked similar questions, but I don't think we've ever asked what's your favorite gaming T-shirt. Maybe one you're not afraid to wear in public, or maybe it's one that you really like. You just can't. You cannot wear
I'm
that.
going to say the one Michael's wearing right now. That's my answer.
I was going to say the
Who
one
gave
I'm
you that
wearing
shirt?
right now.
It was Evan. I forget his form
Evan,
name.
yeah, what was his? I don't know. He just kind of dropped in.
No, he
unannounced
just stopped
and
by.
visited, and that was pretty cool.
What is the shirt?
It's a minibus shirt from Sebe. I know it because I noticed Anna Monoguchi tweeted about it the other day.
What is the character from?
I think it's just called Minibus.
It's a slight variation on. I think something
like
Final Fantasy.
It's a green Cyclops with sort of a pink iris on its eye.
Right.
And yeah, it's kind of badass.
I don't know what that's from.
You, Michael, are my pink iris.
Oh, I'm gonna take that as a compliment, I guess.
Nope, I was diminishing you.
He needs a new pink iris.
Oh, right. Yes.
Chris's pink iris is sore.
I definitely.
Chris, you're such a pink iris.
It's not a pink iris. Oh God.
I know.
My
right
asshole
now,
looks like a profile of Popeye.
If anything, it's more of a brown iris.
Squinting into a northern sun. Horrible.
Like
The
the
sun
most
is
recent.
never in the north,
my most
Chris.
recent favorite one is there's a bunch of really cool Street Fighter shirts from I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Tuimver or Tuvamer.
Oh, Tuvamer.
It's like TV, but
Tumor.
they've got a bunch of really
Oh,
cool.
Tuvamer to quit.
Sure.
I was
Delancey?
funnier, but I was 20 years late. God, I wish I
DeWitt. No, they got a bunch of and Carolyn got me the Blanco one for my birthday, and it's just really cool sketches of like almost any Street Fighter character, and it doesn't say Street Fighter on it anywhere.
Oh, the Blanco one was really nice.
Yeah, so Carolyn got me that one, but like any character you like, there's probably a version of it, and those are really subtle and nice. But like when I think back as a kid, like I know in my teenage years, there was a Tekken 3 shirt you got when you pre-ordered the game, and I think I wore that for like 6 years or something.
Damn it just made me so upset that like I didn't get to do a full-fledged Talk Radar with Carolyn. She'd never come on, and I've had the funniest conversations with Carolyn.
Carolyn,
we've idealized scenarios on where the worst places we could poop dressed a certain way.
She will have a poop convo.
It was fucking hysterical.
One time, just have Lizzie and Carolyn on and just have a hoot.
I prepared like a fucking sound effects. Like Carolyn, this is gonna be a poopathon. That's all we're gonna do right now. Because for some reason, whenever we start talking about poop, you get really articulate and hilarious.
Plop, plop.
No?
All right. T-shirts.
You look like you want to end this.
T-shirts.
You're the
guys,
fucking barometer.
Get this. Get this.
What's that?
There's a shirt with like a Nintendo cartridge, and it says "Blow Me."
Oh my god!
You guys seen that
shirt ever.
Get the fuck out of town.
Oh
you seen
my
that
god.
One? Dude, I'm gonna get like 10 of those.
Where can I get that? Like a store, like next to my house?
Dude, you can get that at no, man. You gotta look around.
How much is this shirt? Is it like $500?
I'm not a millionaire.
Michael,
you're
not gonna get a joke like
high-priced
this.
Parisian boutique.
You're not gonna get a joke like this just any day. Now
That's true.
This sounds a little ritzy.
No, this shirt's gonna run you
$17.95.
$17.98.
Those jokes only come across once, 3 times a millennium.
That's right. That is right.
So you guys have favorite video game shirts?
Oh, the Katamari one we got. It's nice and fuzzy.
That's cool.
It's yellow, nondescript. People who come up to me say, I love Katamari, or people come up to me and say, I love your shirt.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Namco. Like, cool. It's I mean,
the
no bad word.
The Mass Effect 2 shirt they gave away at E3 last year. It just says just says N7.
I know.
It's very subtle. I like that one.
My girlfriend wears it to bed every night.
I really like my. I think I accidentally threw it away. It's really sad because I had 2 shirts.
It's a cool shirt.
One was a cool shirt, and it was a Fallout New Vegas shirt.
I remember that one.
And it had the New California Republic flag on it. And I thought it was really cool because it just looked like Vegas. Just looking at it, it looked like a normal California flag, but then you see it says New California Republic, and the bear is mutated.
Oh, I remember that.
It's cool, and I have another shirt that's the exact same color, except it's not a Fallout New Vegas shirt, and I was moving, and I don't like the other shirt. So I threw it away. Guess what shirt I found? The other one that I don't like. I threw away my New Vegas shirt.
Oh, man.
Because it was inside out, and I didn't somehow know. I saw.
Let us know.
Look at things before.
Let us know your favorite gaming T-shirt, and perhaps an image would help as well.
At least you're sleeping with a guy at Bethesda.
Yes.
We tried so hard. We tried so hard.
All of them.
E3, at least one night of E3 was dedicated to sealing the deal.
It was. It was. I was fucking people with my fucking toes.
You were fucking people with your toes at E3.
It was ridiculous.
I think you could nose fuck a butt, but apparently
nose fuck. No, I'm not.
butt.
I look like Jimmy Durante. Are we teasing anything? We should
Butt
go.
nose to
We
fuck?
should go.
let us know your answer for that question in gamesradar.com/forums, please, or comment in the thread or the site article TalkRadar 130. I would like to tease that bullshit WikiLeaks article I wrote yesterday.
It's funny. Cool. I was very surprised that you wrote that.
I had to serve jury duty this week, and while I was there, I was like, man, it should be funny if... So I was just sitting there trying to think of anything.
It seemed like a very unbreath thing to do.
And I was like, it should be funny if somebody wrote a thing about, man, if Hyrule had it up to here with the Mushroom Kingdom. But everybody's so...
The costume race.
Everybody's so busy. It was like WikiLeaks, all this shit that's coming out.
But it worked.
And I was like, oh, what if Hyrule was like, man, the Mushroom Kingdom's getting out of control with all these costume arms races?
It's the perfect example of what would happen if 9 people weren't scheduling.
So yeah, I did that, and I thought that was really fun.
It's fun.
They went up. I wrote it in a couple hours, and that's up. So it's called like WikiLeaks : Hyrule fearful of Mushroom Kingdom costume arms race. And then Charlie put up the games of December, which are really bleak, by the way.
Yeah, it's sad. I don't have a lot to tease. I'm usually on news. Read every day at around like 4:30 or 5. I'll probably post a news story, and it'll look pretty normal, and read it. And usually, somewhere around halfway through, I get bored with it and go off on the most absurd
There's a
tangent.
really good news story today, like on Wednesday. What is it? Australian...
Oh, yeah. It's about the Australian government. It got this report that said video games, violent video games, and aggression. There's no conclusive link. But I just went off on because they said like, what did I tell you? They said my laptop's dead, so I can't. Well, oh God.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. It's bad.
Michael's leaving.
Open the door. Open the door.
Michael's leaving because he farted.
Open the door. Roll out. roll on your chair out of the door.
I'm not leaving. Clearly, it wasn't me who lifted the fart.
Yeah, clearly it wasn't you who lifted your ass cheek.
You know what?
It's only because I don't have a choice. I can't fart through my fucking Metroid.
I'm not going to explain this news story. Just read my news stories and have a laugh.
We said no conclusive link between violent video games and aggression.
Yes, but I go to like the last paragraph.
Last paragraph is the game rating. You know, the 18+ game rating is currently being mulled over by Australia's classification ministers, who we imagine have big mustaches and dusty mahogany desks. And they've alienated their spouses and families in recent years. And as the burden of this decision has erased all expression from their faces, leaving behind quietly severe husks of sun-worn skin and eyes unfolded by rings of tired flesh. Each day as setting sun dims the walls of their disorderly offices, they seek advice from stinging swigs of liquor and sit motionless while the future of Australia's game classification system loops and spirals through their exhausted psyches like nagging horseflies.
Jesus.
Or they could just say, "How about we decide something that's important, eh?"
But isn't it ridiculous? Like they're
hey, accents taking us out.
They're mulling over this fucking decision to add an 18+ rating.
You're gonna get the boot, my friend.
Prime Minister!
Oh my God, we have to get out of here.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out.
Please look at a cartoon Christmas so my girlfriend doesn't fucking kill me for making her put it on her credit card. And yes, the song taking us out is a remix by Ditto Apiculus, a remix of a bunch of epic Mickey shit. Eat my balls.
Roid Rage joke, we're out.
Imagine if your butt was full of teeth, it'd look like that.
You have nothing left to give.